Cause y'all got some cool fucking rap topics, man.
You gotta go to the list, dog.
You go.
The
Yeah,
tears.
the tears, man. Yeah, you know, it's tears.
What about
Tears
the
and
tears?
everything, man.
What about the tears? What y'all talking about?
His tears, man.
Yeah, it's tears and everything, man. I think, especially for my thing, basketball and hip hop is, it's tears to greatness.
Hip hop greatest list. He's got the real list. It's
Not Rolling
phone.
Stones.
Yeah, it's just
Not any of those other ones.
The real list.
So,
Albums are scored on a certain tier.
who's y'all top five then? Let's hear it.
Top 5 artists.
Artists.
I mean, I personally still think you got to give it to Tupac, being the greatest. He, with Jay, I always look at his career like a LeBron, where he played so long, and he does have the greatness, but his is more based on longevity. It's like Pac had that six rings in a short span, 8 years type career, like MJ.
Mm-hmm.
Both great, but I still get an edge like Jordan over LeBron to Pop. Then Jay.
As the greatest.
As the greatest. I think Pop overall, the impact, classic albums. I value classic albums a lot. I look at classic albums like rings. Like if those are like rings to me in the basketball world. I think Pac, Machiavelli, All Eyes on Me, Timeless Moments.
That's 2 rings.
That's 2 rings.
Me Against the World, maybe?
Me Against the World. Some people got it as a ring. I think it's
Close.
like a East Finals. You know what I'm saying? But
What's crazy about all 3 albums, they're different vibes. If you think about it.
yeah.
What's the vibe?
Completely different vibe. Like Machiavelli, he's on like terror album.
Dark. It's dark.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All Eyes on Me is kind of like in between
Party,
Me Against the
yeah.
World and Machiavelli.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah. He was Me Against the World. It was special too. He was in jail.
Yeah.
Had #1 movie, #1 album while in jail. It was crazy.
With
Just
Me Against the
thinking-
World?
Yeah.
Mama.
Then he
Yeah.
get out. He's on the vengeance, on All Eyes on Me, and Machiavelli when he get out, and Suge put the battery behind his back.
He's your greatest to rap?
I'm a J guy. Man, maybe it is. I mean, I can't argue the argument that he got, but I think it's Jay. I think he's just.
Hold on. This TJ. What's up, brother?
We started, TJ. We already started.
Huh? Okay. All right. Okay. Keep it going, bro.
I think it's just, to me, it's just Jay, and again, I look at it from, I mean, if we just talk music, number of albums, number of #1 albums, singles, whatever,
Yeah.
right? Mainstream, how big he made hip hop, right? Not just him though. Now he benefited from Big not being around longer, I'm sure, But Pac is there, man.
And
I got Pac
Beyonce.
up there.
And Beyonce.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. but Beyonce definitely helped later.
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
true.
I think the 5. I mean, for me, 5 is always just like with any list. 5 is always gonna be the one that you kind of like.
Yeah.
We can interchange.
But Jay your greatest, though.
Yeah, Jay's 1.
And Pac your greatest.
Pac's the greatest.
All right, well, give me y'all top 5 artists of all times.
So mine would
Top
be
5 list. Yeah.
So mine would be Pac, Jay. It's gonna be controversial. It's gonna seem like prisoner of the moment, but I think Kendrick is slowly coming in that race just because he checked the box with Drake. That's I look at it as checking boxes, right? Did you Pac check the box when he had his beefs, and like you gotta that's a box you gotta check. Jay checked the box, he got in the ring. Nas got in the ring. The greats usually get in the ring, but check the big box with Drake, obviously. But just even before that, you talk about debut albums. You talk about winning the Posner Award with Damn, To Pimp a Butterflies, regarded as one of those albums too. So I think he slowly. He's in the midst of being in that top 5.
So is he your top 5?
I can't put him over Nas yet. I would have Nas third. I have Nas third. You know, and it's like Rob said, the 4 and 5 can be interchangeable. A lot of people put Biggie there. I think it's tricky only having 2 albums. 'Cause I told you I value them. Those are classic. Those are rings to me. So,
He's 2 for 2.
yeah, he's 2 for 2 now. 2 for 2. Got injured in career in the injury. So, I mean, I think the 3 for sure is Pac, J, Nas. I think Kendrick is right after that. I put him ahead of Eminem. I put him ahead of Snoop, Wayne. Yeah, so I would say Nas third, Kendrick fourth. If you made me add a 5th, I say Eminem. Yeah.
What about you?
Man, I mean, Jay-Z, Pac, Big, Nas. I think again those are the 4 that to me automatic. But you could say 2 albums, hey man, 2 classics. You know, and songs that you still right now play, and you gonna rap word for word. You know what I'm saying? It was all a dream. I used to read. You know, I mean, I hear kids rapping right now. Like,
Yeah.
You know, oh, that's a classic. So, and then fifth for me is Andre. Just because I think what he did for the South more than anything, you know, and just being like the guy that kind of revolutionized the movement in the South. But it's interchangeable. I think M is a great one. I wouldn't argue Kendrick, you know, based on his track record, you know, and some people won't argue Wayne, you know what I'm saying, based on his.
So like for me with Andre, he's probably my overall favorite artist. I think it's an aspect of the solo, not having a solo album per se. I know The Love Below is technically a solo album, but just still was carried together. It's like carrying that weight of being the guy solo.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard when it's like a tag team, man. He's a tag team wrestler versus Hulk Hogan in the main event.
like in my mind, it's just, you're talking artist. So
yeah, he's special.
He's an artist. Like, when it comes to being artistic, that dude is an artist. You know, like so.
Both of y'all got great lists. You put Eminem as the last of the 5.
It's tough because the way, you know, some of the tail end of his career. But when you think about first three albums, kind of global impact and stuff, I think he was there. I think towards the tail end of his career, kind of made it tricky a little bit. You know?
That's what happens though. It's like you expect like 40-year-old LeBron to be 21-year-old LeBron.
Yeah.
So I understand that part of them, but if I had to do a top 5 list, I probably would definitely gonna say Tupac as 1, Jay-Z 2. And then for me, it just gets tricky from there. So for me,
it becomes preference.
Yeah, from them two, because but you know who I would say 3? I would put Wayne as 3, and the reason why I would say Wayne for 3 is because he influenced Kendrick.
Yeah, he did.
You see how Kendrick changed his voice and do the music.
Yeah.
He don't got the tattoos, but
early Kendrick sounded just like Wayne.
Yeah. Even today, the today it's like an evolve. He evolved it into his own way, but he heavy in Lil Wayne influence. And then everybody who got the tattoos and then their face and the dreadlocks and Wayne, just the work ethic. I feel like he turned rap into a sport.
Yeah.
When people wasn't treating rap like a sport before Wayne.
Wayne like the Allen Iverson rap?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe AI rap.
A little all time. Yeah.
The LeBron.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it might be AI. Yeah. Wayne maybe that.
He Kobe.
Yeah, he may be AI.
Right.
That might be a good one.
If if I knew Kanye wrote
and
majority of his lyrics or all his lyrics, Kanye really
ultimately,
he really is like in the five. But like, you know, when it comes to the full package of putting together albums, you know,
He's a creative.
just questionable if he writes. I think it's important to, for the most part, say you wrote most of your stuff.
I actually think ultimately, if you're just talking artistic product, with the stuff you putting out and really putting it together, Kanye might be the best ever.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Now, we talking from a hip hop standpoint, like rapping,
just rapping,
lyricists and all this. Like, okay, that might be a little different, but
I'm putting Drake 4. How about that?
Here we go.
and
the show begins.
You know why? So I put Drake 4 because don't know other rap artists in history got more number ones.
I can't argue it, man.
How many of Drake number ones are like his album number ones? It's a serious question.
I don't know.
I know.
I'm not really a heavy stat guy, but I just know that.
God's Plan is a number one song.
All the songs he featured on with other artists, I'm sure.
He carried whenever he's featured, he's usually carrying. So I
he's
get it to him,
definitely-
but like
Definitely
some of
carries.
it.
He's definitely good at recognizing a new artist with a hot record and saying, let me get on that first.
Yeah. But the new artist is very excited
and the new
though.
artist needs that to
Yeah.
get them to where they need to go.
True.
Yeah.
There you go, little baby. Like,
The other question to Aubrey is, no, I'm joking. To Drake, how many, if any, classic albums do we have?
you gotta take care, man. Take care of the classic.
Classic album.
Take care.
I'm gonna tell you.
I'll give it.
I think people are hard on Drake because "Take Care" to me is a classic.
Okay.
Even the one
Nothing was the same.
Nothing Was the Same was crazy too. Like all these records
album.
be, huh?
Good album.
It's close to a classic.
He said good album.
Close,
But but put like this, you know what's so cool about his albums though? You usually like play them for like the whole summer if it's
Yeah.
like your boy album. You probably stop listening to it right now.
No, I'm still
Your
listening to
boy.
GNX.
Yeah,
And we're all about listening to GNX at the Super Bowl.
definitely about to do that.
He's checking the box.
He had a hell of a year, man.
Yeah,
He had a hell of a year.
MVP year. That was MVP year.
It's definitely MVP.
Big time MVP
Yeah.
year. I mean, Pac 96 was MVP year. DMX, that year he put out 2 albums. What year was that?
Both of them went like what, double and triple platinum or
Yeah,
something. Yep.
yeah.
That was
that's
crazy.
the crazy thing. So
Yeah.
Jay has never technically probably won an MVP year.
Yeah, that's
But the most, what do you think? So what do you think it is about Jay though? What do you think he's just a complete pack? What is it about him to where you feel like he holds that, like people just hold him in such high regard in y'all opinion?
He's just a complete package. Have you ever been to a Jay-Z concert and watched him walk out on stage and people just be like, and the beat drops and he don't even say a word and everyone just raps the whole thing? Like, I'm like, bro, like, and then I think his presence, it's the fact that like you almost feel like everything he talk about is real, like something like like you believe everything he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely out
He's
there.
probably one of the dopest. I mean, if you put it in a category, drug dealer rap. You know what I'm saying? Like he's probably one of the best that ever did that. You got guys. If you just talk that category, you got some really good guys too. Jeezy's one. And,
Pusha T.
Pusha. I know you can say Pusha. But he checked like he's the guys love him, the hustlers, the thugs, all those guys love Jay.
Yeah.
And then he turned around and do the ladies record, and Beyonce helps him too. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he just checks all the boxes. And then from a business standpoint,
See, I do as a Jay fan, just to be unbiased, but I do think some of what he became business wise, mogul wise, kind of overshadowed. Not overshadowed, but it blended into his rap career, like where we kind of gave him credit for rap stuff based on business, where it's not,
But he has to get the credit.
I mean, because trends, you talk about trends, right? Jay made, I'll never forget in the early 2000s, Jay I mean, he just made us stop wearing jerseys and wearing baggy clothes. Like he started wearing the button ups on Black Album, and it's like, dang, I can't.
True.
He pretty much told you to
That's
put
a
your
fact.
jerseys up, your throwback jerseys up.
I don't drink.
Say a word.
I don't drink no brown liquor when
No, but
I
I'm
drink.
saying,
But yeah, I get that though.
Drinking Belvedere.
Yeah,
No, not true.
so he is so like, but is that is part of the rap career, but it's not really like an album. It's not like true rap. I know it's an overall thing, but
because I think like to a certain extent, like these dudes is like really at the end of the day, most of these dudes are like characters, right?
Yeah.
It's like you would want to play Jay-Z. Like
Jay-Z's
this is what I talk about, like with Kendrick. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't see a lot of people be like, man, I wish I was like Kendrick.
nah, Jay had the
Like,
cool tape. Jay had the cool
like,
tape.
he
Was
cool. He got the money.
Yeah.
He got everything you want.
The
He
latest
can rap.
gear, the latest gear.
And then if you get to the lyrics alone, he rapping.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
he rap, like we can't just bypass it and be like it's not like he's not rapping. Like
He
he
the
get on
com-
the song and kill it.
He the complete package, bro. He the complete package, bro. You know.
He go buy a team. He go buy the Nets and move them to Brooklyn. Like
You know what? He's a balance of a lot of stuff too, cause like he not so like Pac was so heartfelt and emotional rap.
Yeah.
He's not super animated like maybe like a Buster.
Yeah.
He's kind of in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
and he always say, like in Fade to Black when he was
Yeah.
like, these are my rhymes. He's like, I'm telling you this,
Yeah.
not so that you can go do it, but so that you can learn from it.
Yeah. Paint the picture.
He paints.
And he
That's
paints
all he
it.
doing.
He just believe
So if he go buy a basketball team, move it to Brooklyn, so now you think you can do it too.
Yeah.
That means something,
He definitely inspiration. Yeah.
right? That means something.
Yeah, it does.
I put him up there, man. I put Jay up there. You
And
know.
then he do got
So like so Pac kind of getting knocked for not being this extreme lyricist. Pac, he gets knocked for not being this extreme lyricist, but
Do you think that though?
people say like, oh, he's not just some big time spitter like Biggie and Jay and even the Nas into his or Eminem. Like he's not
Eminem is a
super
rapper.
He's not super technical. In
Yeah,
that.
he's not technical.
But like on the other end, how many of Jay's songs you can say is like some of his what's Jay's Brenda's Got a Baby?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He don't really got that like
That's a bop.
where he's talking like put like this. He don't got no records just like that, but he got records like Nickels and Dimes where he talk about a lot of different things,
Yeah.
but not like Brenda Got a Baby gonna touch you. Like Dear Mama gonna touch you.
Pac's mom
Dear
was a
Mama.
black man,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's
Yeah.
a whole different perspective on life. Jay was a drug dealer.
Yeah. yeah.
They talking about where I'm from.
A hustler, yeah.
That's true. It's true.
I'm from where the hammers run, news cameras never come.
Yeah.
That's true.
See, that's
Dance
why-
in every verse in the rhyme. Come on, man. Like he's speaking from that
Yeah,
perspective,
yeah,
not
no,
from the
yeah.
oh we can do better perspective. No, he's
Yeah.
speaking from this is what I did,
Mm-hmm.
and I did all of this, and I've gotten here. You can too.
That's true. That's a good one.
No, it's good, and that's why, with Kendrick, to me, I give him so much credit because I think he's like the blend of both. He can, not to Jay, not to Jay's influence, so people wanted to be him, but what Pac had with Brenda's Got a Baby, and that type of presence in the sense where he's
more
for the
Pac.
people,
He's
right?
Pac.
But he has,
Kendrick
but he's
is
more
Pac.
technically lyrical than Pac, like in the sense of just.
Yeah, I can give you that.
Writing
So,
and spitting in a sense.
Yeah.
So like that's why I say he checks a lot of boxes. And then
But Pac shit more cooler than Kendrick's though.
it is.
Even
it
though
is.
Kendrick could
He
be
was
more, a
ladies,
little bit
man. Pac
more
was a
tech-
ladies man.
I'm saying even though Pac, but Kendrick shit, I think Kendrick is more technical and he be switching things up.
Yeah,
But Pac shit is more gonna touch you more
yeah.
and it's more cooler. But Kendrick is definitely like who you think? He's definitely Pac's son though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I feel like especially today, like
Yeah.
more Pac.
he's like a Pac baby.
He's like Pac and Eminem combined.
I say more
Not
like
Eminem.
Pac and Nas,
Like
like
he
almost.
rap.
Yeah, yeah.
He rap.
So now, if he's two of a lot of people's top 5 and one, what is he?
He's giving some more time, bro. Give him some more time. Definitely need some more time, but
Yeah, no question.
He
No,
hasn't ran
And he's
the
in the
game
middle of
long
his
enough.
prime, so we gotta let him finish it out.
yeah, true.
He's in the middle of his prime.
This is the first year he won MVP.
So my fifth guy, like, so my list, right?
Yeah.
My 5th guy on my list. I might not have a 5th.
So you
It's
said
interchangeable.
Pac,
Depending on the
J,
day of the week.
Pac, J,
Big. You didn't say Big. Wayne,
Wayne, and Drake.
and Drake. Yeah.
And five would be yeah, like, you know what I'm gonna say? 5. I'm gonna say Nas. 5 because
I was gonna bring him up too.
Nas, like, people already back in the day they was considering him one of the greatest, but I think his longevity, him showing like youthfulness for still creating today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Nas as my 5.
I mean, you can't take away like the Hit Boy run.
Yeah.
Last 6 albums. I mean, 6 albums is crazy.
And I think
This
my
late
list better
in
than
his
y'all's
career.
too.
It might be.
Personal.
You know what I'm saying? That's a hard
Yeah.
5 though, because and our freestyle is 5. It's my
Yeah.
first time saying it's
Yeah.
5. What y'all think? Tell me.
No, that's
I think regardless, everybody's people, they in the top 10.
For sure.
see because I like
But
yours.
Kendrick,
He's pushing it though.
he's definitely pushing it, but I ain't mad at it though.
Yeah.
You know what? Because Kendrick, bro, he just like, he's like an artist to me.
Yeah.
Like, as far as just like pure, just a hip hop kid
Yeah.
that turned into like, to make it like, a hip hop kid, like an underground kid who turned it mainstream. You know,
Yeah.
mainstream, and then make it.
So did Kendrick benefit from all the other people we mentioned and basically say, oh, these are
Of
all
course.
the greats,
You gotta.
and I'm almost a mesh.
Yeah,
of all of
yeah.
them.
but I'm sure he look at it like that. I almost
Yeah.
guarantee
Yeah,
you.
I guarantee
he
you would
studied.
say that.
He
Yeah.
studied.
He's Nas.
Yeah.
He's a little Pac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He's
Yeah.
a little Eminem-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a little, like the West Coast Snoop and all
Yeah,
Ice Cube,
Dre.
like
Yeah.
Dre. You know what I'm saying? Like he's.
But I don't know about Jay though.
Wayne.
No, he's not.
Wayne for sure.
He's
Yeah.
not because Jay is.
Jay-
Jeezy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
realm.
trio over there.
Yeah.
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 You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna believe if Kendrick come out and be like, I was on the corner slanging packs. Like,
Yeah.
Man, no, you wasn't, man. You was.
I like,
draw
he painted the right picture from day one.
Yeah, yeah.
Good kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
I grew up around it, but that wasn't me per
He's top
se.
10. He's top 10 in my list. Drake top 10 in my list. Kanye would be top 10.
Now another aspect is, and we're gonna see this next week, is the performance. He's a master performer. Now I've been to multiple Jay concerts. Good performer, but you wouldn't say he goes like Kendrick's gonna be, doing choreography like Beyonce. Them out there, like he got
Jay is good at performing the words, emphasizing, enunciating, knowing when to say this or say that, and then putting everything around him to make the whole thing look better. Because he's not Kendrick as a performer or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you think about Kendrick and them not letting Lil Wayne perform in New Orleans over Kendrick? What do you think about Kendrick getting that gig over Lil Wayne?
Well, I think the bar kind of was set in the public eyes by two things. Wayne kind of thought that was he was lobbying for it. The year before, he thought he had a good chance at it, and then with the West Coast, with Dre doing it before in Cali, Dre and that whole crew, kind of people started thinking like, oh yeah, each big time hometown guy is gonna get a good chance. But when you really look at who is the absolute hottest right now, and then who also is probably the better stadium performer, like Kendrick has more stadium type songs, Super Bowl crowd type songs than Wayne. So I understand it. I understand Wayne's feelings too in wanting that moment. But if you're talking about the hottest act right now in the moment and stadium, I give it to him.
What about you, Rod? What do you think?
Nah, yeah, I agree. I mean, I love Wayne. I just don't think I don't know if Wayne can perform a whole Super Bowl show that will capture the entire audience, not just us. I would love it, but does the average old Taylor Swift fan now that's gonna be watching it because of Taylor and home, are they gonna be like, wait, who's Lil Wayne? Because he ain't, you know what I'm saying? But Kendrick, now, me and him argue all the time. I said, Kendrick can't carry himself either. That's why he had his scissor.
It's just part of the tour. It's part of I get it.
You put Kendrick and SZA together, and now
It's a little bit bigger.
it's a big mainstream audience that you can capture. Because Kendrick's a big artist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying he's not a big time artist, but
You think Kendrick is more known than Lil Wayne around the world? No way.
I don't think so.
No
I don't think just overall, no.
But you know what I would say to this is that the moment Kendrick checked all the boxes, except it's not at home, it's not in LA.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne, the only thing he got going for him is at the crib.
Yeah.
Because it's just Kendrick Lamar moment right now. He the hottest. He beat Drake in the battle. He got the albums. He got the records. It's his time to do it. You know what I'm saying? But
it would have been cool if none of this happened and Wayne come
for sure.
out.
It definitely, because the Hot Boys are back together.
Yeah.
They could have brought No Limit out there.
I mean, they got a song together too. I mean, I don't know if that's a
Lil Wayne
song. Wayne and Kendrick.
Nah,
they wouldn't have performed
Kendrick needs to do his own thing.
Yeah.
But think about how dope it would have been if Wayne would perform, the Hot Boys perform, No Limit perform.
Yeah.
For the culture, for
yeah.
Because New Orleans is so cultural, and the Super Bowl is there, so you want to get it. It'll be cool. It would have been cool for the Super Bowl to have that kind of real New Orleans feel,
Then you should do. Then I think it should be, instead of just them, it should be like a whole celebration of New Orleans music.
For sure. That's what I agree with. Yeah.
The big band, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And they have a segment.
And then boom, Lil Wayne and them pop up. And
that
would have been fire.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Tell me this.
They never done it like that. But they've never made it about the city.
But that's just That's
it's
true.
just only because Kendrick.
But New Orleans is so what other city they had that has the culture of New Orleans?
That's true.
That's why
true.
And then they did it for LA.
They did do it for LA.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why Lil Wayne probably was in his feelings so much. He's like, man, y'all was over there, bro.
Now they probably like, man, we should have never put Dre in LA, man. We should have put him in New Orleans.
Yeah, type shit. Tell me your top 5 songs of all times. And
like any genre?
Top 5 songs.
All genres, man, that's tough.
Tough, yeah. If it's
hip hop,
let's say it's just hip hop.
We can keep it just hip hop.
It's categories of it, but
or your favorite songs.
Meaningful.
I know my 2.
5. You need 5.
I know one of his.
Never
changed.
Never changed.
Jay-Z never changed.
One of the greatest hip hop records ever. And Sky's the Limit by Biggie to me is one of the greatest hip hop records. And then I'm gonna add, I absolutely love Rick Ross, Tears of Joy. Was it Tears of
Joy? Yeah, shit hard, super hard.
Yeah,
that one of his best records.
I think that's his best record ever.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
That one's hard.
So that's 3.
Yeah.
I think Dear Mama is incredible by Pac. I thought that was a really dope record.
Yeah, Dear Mama is dope.
And again, when you think of those records, it's just the feeling behind the record more than anything.
That's a hell of a list you got going right now. That's 4 of them.
Never Changed, Sky's the Limit, Tears of Joy, Dear Mama.
Mm-hmm.
A 5th one, man. Let me think.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, I got the 5th one always home. Because there's so many choices to pick from.
Who's your favorite artist?
My favorite artist, Jay.
But what's another song from Jay?
Yeah.
Cause you just said Never Change.
Yeah, Never Change is my favorite record. I think that's his best record ever.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's but you can go back to I think Regrets is dope.
Regrets is definitely dope.
Dead President.
What's the Dead Presidents is cool. Obviously, it's a good one. What's the other one that I'm thinking of on that album, man?
Reasonable Doubt.
Can I Live?
Can I Live?
Can I Live is crazy. I like Lucky Me from Volume 1.
That was cool too.
You know,
Yeah.
Volume 1 to me is the most slept on album of all time. Me and him have this argument. I actually think it's a
What about
classic.
Dear Summer?
I don't think it's a classic. Dear Summer's cool.
Dear Summer beat was one of my favorite beats for a long time.
Yeah.
Dear Summer's cool.
Yeah.
I love how that beat plays.
Yeah,
so
that stuff.
There's so many with Jay.
It is a lot.
Who's
It's
your
a lot.
fifth though? We need one more now.
Fifth favorite song ever, hip hop, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I said Biggie, Sky's the Limit already. I'll tell you, I'll give you this one too. It's my favorite Lil Wayne song ever, Hustler Music.
That's all I do.
Hustling is tough.
To me,
Yeah.
that's my favorite Lil Wayne song ever.
Yeah.
Receipt was
Yeah,
dope too
that's-
on that album, by the way.
What's your favorite?
Man, I like Mama Loves. But my favorite Jay song is probably Mama Loves Me on Blueprint.
That's all I do.
Blueprint is my favorite Jay album. I think just him going. He sums it up in that song.
Yeah, that's peak.
Yes, peak Jay. You know, Pac. I was almost pull a song from each of them, but Pac, Against All Odds, is just
Against All Odds.
Against All Odds. Like,
Really should
you
have
know,
wrote.
it's like you just almost remember where you were when that he said that. Oh man. So I mean, I would give something like that. One of my, speaking of Andre 3000, one of my favorite ones is the last song on the Love Below. The only song he raps on, I can't remember. It's Benjamin. Can't remember, but the last song on Love Below is like the only song he really raps on, other than Roses, and he raps almost like his whole life for like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, did he on that? I didn't
Yeah.
check that out. I
The
never heard
last
that.
song on the Love Below is one of the best Andre songs for me.
Okay.
And you gotta go Kanye in some form.
Which
I would
one?
say
And I
with Kanye,
What's
No,
Kanye's greatest?
it's
Beanie Siegel?
yeah. So what you was at 3?
Song ever.
Kanye song.
What is the greatest Kanye song ever?
It's on my beautiful dark twisted fantasy.
So can't tell me nothing, maybe, or
Can't tell me nothing's a good one.
What's the song where it's he kind of has the
Runaway?
probably say Runaway is maybe in that, you know, cause Push. I mean, come in and talk about the salmon color suit. You know, Push. Push does what he does. You know, I would put that one up. I would put Runaway for Kanye up there.
is that 4?
Yeah, that's 4. I'm gonna give a sleeper. Eminem, Sing for the Moment
Sing for the moment, right?
on the Eminem show.
I don't know them records.
Yeah.
You know your records. I don't really know. Can you send those to me?
Yeah, I will, man.
I want those records.
Yeah. I'll make a little playlist for you.
Cause when I think about like my top 5 greatest songs, I don't know, man. Cause I feel like Dear Mama got to be one, right?
Yeah.
Cause I'm thinking like since I was a little kid, up until the day when Mother's Day come around,
Yeah, mama, man.
probably make you think about your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. It's a lot, cause there's a lot of songs. Like, I mean, like a song that's like one of my favorite songs that I've been liking for maybe like 10, 15 years is this song by Rocky Fresh, man. Y'all know Rocky Fresh?
Yeah.
It's called what's the name of this song? Rocky Fresh is called I Need.
I never heard that. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, let's check that one out.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Teddy Pendergrass, You're My Greatest.
Oh man, we go with those. And he got Mike. And
we go into the Michael
Stevie.
Jackson world. And
I'm just thinking about songs that I recently listened to that like, when I heard the end of that song, I was like, damn, bro. Like it was I ended up writing a song to it, but it's so inspiring. But he was talking about a woman, bro.
Yeah.
He was talking about this girl, like inspiring him so much. So I like that one. Unconditional Love by Tupac.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
special.
Let me see. A Jay-Z record that's my favorite is I really like Nickels and Dimes a lot.
Yeah.
But like Dear Summer was my favorite for years, man.
You taking the moment, him retiring, and then that was special too.
Yeah. So yeah, that's probably about 5 of them. But like my song, I like music that touch you.
Yeah.
What about y'all? How y'all? What kind of music y'all like? What's y'all go-to like thing?
I like obviously hip hop, but like anything like you look at my list, man. Most of them soulful singles, like just feeling behind it, just like the stories that are being told in it, like
that's my thing.
So I'm probably a little opposite in the sense of I like spitters. I like dudes
you like bars
rap.
and stuff. Huh?
I like bars, so I'm like some of my underground, less known guys are like Ransom, 38 Special.
Ransom, I know who that is.
Ransom, New York rapper. But even
who's some hard? Name me your top 5 underground artists. Give me them 5. That's 2. Ransom and 38 Special.
Yeah, I'm not trying to keep it too New York in that sense. Because those 2 New York rappers, so Ransom and 38 Special definitely good. To me, Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs makes some of in the last 10 years, he probably has some of the best albums to me that's come out.
And he a rapidy rap guy too, like he got bars and stuff.
He's 3.
Downstairs.
I gotta throw somebody from the South in there. Underground South guy. To me, he's not a South guy, but even Bodie James. So I'm kind of, I like that crew. Like I send that over the Rob all the time. He's like,
again, but the thing is, hip hop is so.
Man, bring your knucklehead ass in here.
Head on, bro. Y'all got a motherfucking head on. What up, bro?
Hey, look what we talking about.
You the only one that changed. It gets cold outside.
Yeah.
Look what we talking about. We talking about top 5 underground artists. Rick's on 3.
Ransom is number 1. We can go through the rest of the 4, but
most underground rappers are from New York.
Yeah, it's
but it's
Ransom than everybody else.
There's some underground guys from the South though.
Underground rapper
from the South.
Iceberg. I don't know who Iceberg is.
I want to put somebody from the South in there, but I'm trying
you
to
never heard Naked Hustle?
It's horrible. It sounds like it's a hot song. I'm not.
Sounds like a bar record.
Yeah. It sounds like it's a hot song. Underground. Freddie Gibbs to me, man. Like
that's 4. You got one more.
Yeah. I said him, but I want somebody from the South up there. Just so the name in the whole little same crew, because they all Ransom, 38 Special. Bodie James, that whole.
You know Currency? What about Currency?
Yeah, I don't think he's. I don't look at him as underground. I like Currency.
Currency is underground.
Yeah, I guess
What's your 5? What's your 5?
Yeah.
Man, I don't really listen to the new underground. So for me, like underground rappers was like Kanye technically was an underground rapper. He was to me it's the backpack type dudes, right?
Nah, Kanye not underground.
When I think about like the backpack dudes, like Mos Def.
Okay, yeah.
That's where Kanye kind of fit in that realm.
Nah, for sure.
Sense, like, you know, Currency kind of like almost, you know, where he rap. So
Them your
that's
three?
kind of my when I think underground, those would be my ways. The guy that I really liked when I was younger was Cannabis. I was a big fan of you, like he rap, but then of course, as time went on, parts he put a whack album.
He put out a whack
One
album.
more. You got one more.
Damn, like underground, man. Like, jeez. I like Benny too, though. I mean, I like 38
Benny the Butcher?
Special. Yeah, I like Benny the Butcher, 38 Special.
Benny the Butcher hard.
Conway.
Yeah.
Those are all like the same. You know, Gibbs is dope. I mess with Gibbs too.
You can't put all them. You can't put all them in your five. Though.
Yeah,
It's only
I
five.
like Benny.
Yeah.
I like Benny. I like Benny.
You gonna put Benny?
Yeah,
Five?
I like Benny out all of them.
What about you, TJ? Who your top five, man?
I got no top five. I got three.
Top five underground.
Yeah, I got about three.
You only know three?
No, I got three. Yeah, like three that I done listened to the underground. Yeah, I got three.
Name them.
So I told you Iceberg, and Jay Styler, and then probably Lil Sticks from Daytona.
Come on.
Hold on. I got another. Second Iceberg is my cousin artist. Iceberg from Melbourne. Yeah, I mean that's my top four.
Gotta put me on them, man.
My top five underground. I think Currency always been underground. He got like a niche cult following.
Yeah, that's true.
Underground. Somebody, I think Westside Boogie. Y'all know Westside Boogie?
Yeah.
From the West
Had a
Coast.
dope
he
album a
underground.
couple years ago.
From Louisiana, just one of my favorite artists since I was young, Max Pinelli. Shout out Max, what up, boy? Benny the Butcher from the East Coast. I like Benny a lot, and I like dude from Atlanta that used to write for Kanye.
Oh, Sahai.
Oh yeah,
Sahai.
Sahai.
Oh,
Motherfucker
man.
bad,
Sahai
bro.
stuff.
That's a bad boy right there.
Sahai bad.
Sahai bad
First
boy.
album.
He
good,
might
too.
have one of the on YouTube. He might have one of the best freestyles.
Yeah.
Oh, who you might
think
say?
had the best freestyle ever?
No, well, I was gonna say, what dude name? Sue Surf. Sue Surf got a hard one.
Fred the Godson on Flex.
Fred do got a hard one too.
Fred the
Okay.
Godson on
I
Flex.
do got
don't
a-
think I've ever.
Man.
Yeah, he got a
Yeah,
nasty
yeah.
one
Oh,
in
look
there.
at that one. That's one of the best ever.
Yeah, he do.
And
So
Sahai is really close.
Sa-
He had on Justin.
Sahai
Yeah,
might be
yeah,
the
yeah.
nicest.
Leakers, the
The
leakers, yeah.
Leakers freestyle, yeah, was crazy.
Yeah, it was
No,
crazy.
I'm talking about.
Simba's dope too, though.
Yeah, no. Sahai, yeah, the one on the leakers, yeah.
Woo.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
Simba had a good one on the Leakers too.
Simba, who is Simba?
The dude from
The West Coast.
Oakland.
Yeah, West
Nah,
Coast.
but he ain't in the category of them cats right there.
Yeah.
Like
He got a
Sahai,
really good-
that
No,
leakers.
Sa-
Sahai.
was crazy.
Fred the Godson.
I haven't
Fred
That was
and
Flex,
Sue
boy.
Surf and
Oh, just Google Fred the Godson.
yeah, hold on, Fred,
Rest
Sue
in peace.
Surf. Who else we said? We said what's the dude name?
Sahai.
Sahai.
Sahai for sure.
Yeah, them right there. And Westside Boogie got a hard freestyle on Sway. And the chick got a hard freestyle too. The chick that did the 21 questions. She
Oh, yeah,
flipped the 21. What's her name?
Yeah, she write all the. She write a lot for artists. Can't
I
remember
forgot
her
her name, but she got a hard 21
name.
questions.
Yeah, 50 joint.
Yeah, I forgot her name, bro. But yeah.
But yeah, Sahai, Fred the Godson. Fred the Godson.
Hey TJ, you missed the top 5 greatest artists of all time. You want to say your list, right? Who your top 5, man?
All right, no, number 1.
Tupac.
Well, number 2. I figured Pop would be one, but
Number 2.
He from Duval.
Future.
yeah, I told you I knew that. Future.
Future.
Boosie.
I got Boosie.
Of course. We know it's Duval.
Look, I got Young Thug in there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then 5. Shit, 5. I'll probably put Trick Daddy because that was like my childhood.
Yeah.
So them your top 5 greatest of all time or just your favorite?
I say my top 5 greatest.
Yeah, you tripping.
Yeah.
That's his favorite.
That's his
You know, I
favorite.
had,
But
you know what's
favorite and
crazy is that I
greatest
had, like, remember before I had, man, I had Master P in my top 5. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
People,
So, like,
yeah, I mean, when you was a
like,
young, when
I mean,
you was a
when you look at
kid,
album,
but
TJ's criteria is
P got a
My
classic.
favorite.
what I grew up to, that's my favorite artist.
Hey man,
well, I got a completely different list if that's the case.
yeah. I mean,
But just the greatest, my 5, like my greatest.
albums.
You want my
Greatest album.
greatest album?
Yeah.
You go. Who the greatest is?
You just throw the question back on.
Oh, you want me to name my greatest? What I think?
Give one.
How about this? No, I go. No.
Name a lot of them.
No, I go. I'll tell you. Greatest albums to me. But that's a full body. 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Trying's on my list.
Cause I remember being in college rapping that, sounding just like 50.
yeah.
It's crazy because he's not on nobody's top 5, top 10 type.
Nah, but that album, that shit was crazy.
Top
because
10, definitely.
The run, he had a run. He had probably the greatest run. But we talk about overall career.
You know who else? You know what other album to me is was the Black Album by Jay-Z?
You think that's Jay's best album?
I don't know, but it just was like one of them. It was just like the way he kind of like was going into retirement. That shit was hard.
It was kind of like Jordan, you know, leaving.
Definitely, like hitting the J. Yep, that was that album by Jay-Z. Tupac album, bro. Like my favorite Tupac album. All Eyes on Me. Like I be skipping around a lot on All Eyes on Me. Maybe Machiavelli to me.
Machiavelli, yeah.
Maybe Machiavelli, my favorite from Tupac. Live and Die in L.A. What was that on?
That's Machiavelli.
Yeah. So I like the Machiavelli album. Yeah, them 3 right there. Maybe one of Boosie CDs, man. Maybe Boosie Green and Yellow CD, man. I think it's called For My Thugs, maybe. That shit rolled front to back, man.
Yeah.
That's 4 albums. And I'm gonna say Lil Wayne, Carter 3. That's my
Carter 3.
Yeah, because that was his greatest.
Yeah, that was his. It was.
What you think about that?
Carter 2 better than 3 personally.
And I like Carter 1 better. So Wayne, he
Carter 3 was the biggest one, right?
yeah, Carter 3 was the biggest one.
Yeah,
I think Carter 1 was. I respect it so much because I was like.
He was really rapping on Carter 1.
Rapping on there. Kind of started the more for being just identifying only with the South. That's what they say, but Wayne said he didn't have help.
Who helped him? Who said he helped him?
Gilly, they say Gilly. You know, Gilly the kid. Gilly the kid.
Gilly may have influenced him because Lil Wayne was a big fan of East Coast rap, but
he became more of a like that rapper.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I see that.
You can hear early Gilly a little bit in the sound and stuff. I don't know if he had say, hey, here's a verse.
So I think Carter 1 is when he starts becoming a rapper. Carter 2, he's like
the Squad Up mixtapes though.
Oh, the Squad Up stuff.
It was crazy.
He was jumping on the beats.
That same area,
Yeah.
Carter 3 is like him in his peak, like. I got the artistic side of it and everything all together. That's why he come with the lollipop record, he can sing and do all that, right? But I feel like Carter 2 is like that one. It's like.
What was the song on there? Hustler Music.
That's Hustler Music.
Yeah.
That's
Fireman.
Money on My Mind.
That shit was hard too.
Boy is not on that too.
That was hard.
Yeah, Hustler Music.
But the thing about Carter 3.
But I do it over snares and bass.
Carter 3 is a full body though.
Yeah.
You can press play and let that motherfucker roll.
It's the peak of his.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Carter 1.
It's like
it's just it's not the commercial success of it, but I mean the album flow together. You know, tell a story, in a sense. That's I mean, Cash Money Millionaires, and that was still Manny. It still had an element of early Cash Money with Manny doing all the beats. Carter 2.
Ain't it?
Yeah, Carter 2 is when
Is-
other
Yo,
producers
I'm a
started
D-boy.
doing the beats.
So what's your favorite? What's your favorite?
Out of my
albums,
favorite
period.
five
Just albums, period.
So, Aquemini, Blueprint.
What's Aquemini?
Aquemini, Outkast, third album.
What's the
Outkast
second
third.
one?
Blueprint.
The second one was AT Aliens. The first one was Southern Playalistic.
No, I'm saying just albums, period.
Okay, that's for Outkast. So Aquemini, Outkast, J Blueprint, Pop Machiavelli. Any given day could be 1, 2, 3, can be shifted in any order. I think after that, Life After Death with Biggie.
Yeah, that was hard.
That's in the mix. And just to make sure to pay respect for the South, 400 Degrees. Juvenile.
No, that motherfucker classic. Classic.
That's a classic of classics.
Absolutely,
when it comes to the South.
that's a classic for sure.
So
Worldwide classic.
Yeah.
Like what that album went like? What? How many times platinum?
Oh man, it got to be near diamond if it's not diamond already.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah, the
big
Juve
time.
record was like, man.
Yeah.
I remember when that shit dropped. What about you, Rob?
Blueprint. Doggy Style.
Snoop hit that motherfucker. Yeah, when he came, that shit was
That's one of the
crazy.
greatest hip hop albums. It's crazy because the list really is a lot of Dr. Dre on here. Dr. Dre, by the way, has put out some of the greatest albums ever and sold the most records.
Yeah.
Because 50 Cent was the Dr. Dre
Yeah.
Producer.
So I think Get Rich or Die Trying, Doggy Style, Blueprint. Man, it's where it really gets tricky. But for me personally, I put Me Against the World. I think because again, I like those kind of records. Like
Yeah.
I don't care about the rah 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 rap. Like those.
No,
I
that-
like when he was
Dear
on the
Mama, Temptation,
Vengeance.
like those.
No, that shit was hard.
Like I like those records, so I like that. And I mean, you can probably pick any of the first 4 Kanye records and just albums and put
Yeah.
in that spot.
Yeah.
Like really, he can literally be 1 through 4 and pick a 5th. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Any of those 4 really fit. I think out of the 4, I like. I actually like probably the first one the most.
College Dropout.
College Dropout the most.
Yeah.
That shit was hard.
Yeah. College
You know what?
Dropout.
Like to me,
You just
college.
feel the hunger on College
Absolutely, but
Yeah.
you know what? To me, College Dropout to me influenced artists like J. Cole, those type dudes.
Drake?
Drake to me is more like Kanye and Jay-Z. J. Cole is more like Kanye.
So yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kanye made them dudes feel like they can, carve out a lane in this
Yeah.
space. Yeah.
You didn't have to be fit because 50
No.
and all that.
He said-
50 was like coming off of
Talking
Pop
about, like,
X and 50. Like it's like, okay, you can be Kanye, you don't have to be a gangster.
Right.
You know, and be
You gotta
cool.
Be a drug dealer,
Yeah.
You can still make it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you know what's one of my favorite J. Cole records though? Is y'all know Premeditated Murder?
Yeah.
It's hard.
I only think that's on that album.
It
That's
was on
one
mixtape, it's on
the
mixtape.
mixtape. Yeah.
And he got it on that same mixtape. We got a song called "Love Me or Love Me Not."
I love it too.
Them shit's too.
Well, actually, he just released. He just,
Yeah, that's
released
how I
it.
know. That's why they fresh on my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was a special album.
hmm
Mixtape.
What about you, TJ? What's your top 5
albums?
album? Yeah.
I got Get Rich or Die Trying. I'm gonna put Master P Get Up Dope on there.
Classic.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
put,
used to love to get it though.
Book of Thugs by Trick Daddy.
Classic.
Alright.
Classic too.
Ghetto dope,
Okay.
damn.
What was it? Thank Me Later. That was Drake album. Thank Me Later.
The
For
first
Showball, you mean Take Care?
No, Take Care. That's
I know
Care.
you like Take Care. Take Care, that one. Yeah.
Take Care. Then Machiavelli. For sure.
Machiavelli.
Yeah.
good list.
So tell me about y'all style of music. Like TJ, what's your style? What's your thing? What's your go-to when it comes to music? What you like? What you
You know me, I'm a few.
I know, but you say
But for one, they beats be so hard, and then the more and more I listen to it, they be saying I'm like, these niggas really up, but it's
so you like the music? You like the music because they talking more about the ladies, more like partying. What you like? What?
Like for me, like if let's say if I'm riding with my old lady, like we'll listen to something like Rich Sex, like that's one of our songs. Like we'll listen to something like that, you know, just. You know, any rapper that kind of mix like they talking about their lady a little bit, but still kind of like I'm on the bullshit. Still,
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you right.
Yeah, I still stay more technical, lyrical stuff.
So that's your thing, huh?
That's my thing. Is I
so you be in the
like
car.
dissecting double entendres and.
So you're not relaxing when you listen to music.
my wife would agree with that. She's like, oh yeah, I'm riding in the car with you. Why you listening to this shoot 'em up, bang bang stuff? I am kind of unfortunately a guy, but I value like, oh, that's what he said. Like, and Jay is special in that regard, where it's like you listen to Jay 3 years, 4 years later, and be like, oh, he was saying that, like.
No, for sure.
He can cough. Like, oh, that's what he.
What he say? What he say? Say that line. Say that line.
Coffee, money smelling mouthy.
Chains is cool to cop, but more
important is lawyer
fees.
What?
Like,
so it is.
You think about that. That came out in 2001. That's Blueprint, right? It came out in 2001.
I value rap.
I was in high school, so I didn't fully understand it. As I grew up, I was like. That's what this man meant back then.
Chains is cool to cop, but more important is lawyer fees. That's a timeless line.
So young, my big sis still playing with Barbie.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So young, my big sis still playing with Barbie. You know how young he was?
Yeah.
What he's talking about right
now?
Yeah. Big sister still playing with Barbie?
Yeah.
What's some hard lines then? Let's go to that.
Yeah,
Hold up, Rob, before we go to hard lines, what was the question again?
Well, the type of
what's your, but I kind of know yours. I know yours.
I like the hustler rap, like the speaking from the drug dealer standpoint, like Jay-Z. But I also like the R&B hip hop. I like a lot of that. You know, like again, like my background. You know, I'm going for one of those records. Like that's kind of my vibe too. Like I like the Fab joint. I like R&B music too.
Yeah.
So,
I like stuff y'all can turn corners to, man.
Yeah.
Listen to, vibe to, stories telling, heartfelt, vibey type stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, what's some hard lines? I know you got all the lines.
I ain't got all of them.
Hey, what's one of your favorite artists' hardest lines? Because look, you know, check this out, because it's like, because remember we was talking one day and we was talking about how like these guys be like the best rappers, but you don't know none of their lines, or they don't got no famous lines or nothing.
Yeah, memorable lines,
No memorable lines, you know.
I mean,
what's a memorable line?
I mean, Jay been giving them since like Reasonable Doubt though. Like, I don't even know. I can't remember how the line goes, but when he talks about, you know, if everybody in your clique is rich, your clique is rugged.
Yeah. That's
because what he says,
he says
if somebody falls and everybody will fall because everybody will be each other's crutches.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, this is 96, bro. Like, Jay,
that's hard. That's a hard line.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, and you probably don't really catch it maybe like right in 96.
No, I caught that one immediately when I heard it.
But some people like they hear, wait, that's what he meant? Yeah, if all your peoples is rich, you go hold each other down.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever fall because you'll be each other's crutches. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's hard.
That's crazy level thinking though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like some straight.
But he was a grown man when he wrote them bars too.
26, 27.
Yeah, what's another one?
I like the line on Lucky Me when he says, he said, but Jesus heaven bound. So how I'm gonna receive anything y'all pour to the ground? Next time throw it up. Basically meaning that when he passed away, instead of pouring out liquor to the ground, throw it up because I'm heaven bound.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
Jay-Z be having them lines, bro.
Who got another line? Who
man?
We'll hit some lines, man.
Trying to say Jay's got so many quotables, but it's like, you know, it makes it.
Who got the most quotables? Is it Jay?
Gotta be.
I mean, Pac.
Drake got the most captions.
Yeah.
I'll give Drake is caption.
Dre the caption king.
Give me one. Give me a line from Drake.
It's so hard
You
because
know,
I feel like
Drake's sassy. He can throw out them caption lines left and right.
Every freaking song he drop is a caption. You just be like.
That's what I'm saying. Like y'all talk. Give me a Kendrick line. Kendrick Lamar. Let's hear Kendrick line. Cause he is in your top 5, bro. Let me hear that line, bro.
I mean,
Give me a
on the
Kendrick line,
spot,
bro.
I just see, we can just go straight to GNX.
Go.
Used to be F them niggas, but now it's plural. Like, so he went from, because you know everybody was attacking him at that time when he dropped GNX last album.
He said he was.
He said it used to be F that nigga, but now it's plural.
Okay.
You know, he's talking about Drake, obviously talking about Drake. It used to just be about him, but now all y'all coming against me. Hey man, it's about all y'all now. It's up in smoke. So that's off the top of the head, but you know. I mean,
Give me another one. Give me another one. Give me one more. Rob, you could think of a one quicker if he can't come up with one.
For Kendrick?
And no, anybody though. Anybody.
let's see.
DJ, you got one, a line from artists? You don't listen to rap like that. You the way you could come up with have a line.
To lines? No, it's just. What about the hardest intros?
Intro records.
Oh yeah,
Hardest
we talk
intro
about that
record.
all the time.
What of an
I
album?
mean, you gotta give it to
Of an
Meek.
album.
Meek has the hardest intro.
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
Who?
Meek Mill has to me he has the consensus.
Dreams and Nightmares.
Dreams and Nightmares is like timeless. I mean,
You got
that's
something that can compete with Dreams and Nightmares?
Something that I like.
Yeah.
Like,
Something that can compete with that though.
can't compete
Better
with
like
that,
it.
50 when the quarters drop and then that.
But
That was hard.
yeah, that was hard.
What up, guys?
So I'm gonna listen to that before I listen to
Stop
Meek.
it, bro.
I don't listen to Meek Mill like that, bro.
Yeah,
But you ain't listening to the intro to me, Dreams and Nightmares.
Bro,
you
no.
know it.
Like, listen, I heard it, but it ain't.
Shit.
I ain't gonna play that like that.
Yeah,
I love 50 quarters, bro.
yeah,
Quarters is hard.
yeah.
But no, bro.
Listen, bro. If I had to pick, like, if I'm gonna listen to, Meek Mill or listen to
50.
I'm gonna listen to 50.
No, for sure. What's your
What?
favorite 50 song?
So you talking about?
How about- hold on,
so
what's
you
your
talking
favorite-
about the way the album start?
Yeah,
What's your favorite 50 song?
bro. I got a ton of songs by 50, bro. I like
Your favorite? Give me the top 3 by 50.
top 3.
Yeah.
Well, of course, In the Club gotta go in there.
Timeless.
He got this song, I can't remember the name of, but it's like, I tell niggas to suck my dick, get the fuck out my face.
Cause I don't need them, need them.
yeah,
What's the
Yeah.
name of that song though? That's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
And then, damn, what's the other one that I like? Where you talk about being in the Maybach? When he,
Don't give me style, go get me.
Oh yeah, so
No, that's not that
That's
song.
not like my style.
Now on the run from the fuzz, you get the same shit for 10 bucks you get for one cuz.
I live life in the fast lane. Grown most of the wood grain. You know, niggas still really trying to move, can't.
Yeah,
Make a little extra money on the side, man.
Hey, bro, what's the name?
Uh,
You know it'll be hard after you play that. That bitch come on and
Yeah.
we gotta get that Manny. We gotta
Hold
get
on.
that for that.
We hustle, but me, I hustle harder.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's that one.
50 got some of the
But if
That's
you just
on
talking about
Master, right?
intros,
hooks, by the way.
No, he talking about now. He's
yeah,
just
it's
talking.
all 3. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
50 songs.
Position
Man gotta be.
Precision Power, yeah.
Yeah.
Melody Man gotta be one of the best 50 records ever.
Mini Man.
Yeah,
That shit
Mini Man for
hard.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
I like.
Story
50
behind
songs
it.
almost came. His big songs became so big, it almost came. That
Be
first
a
album, so
favorite,
it's
you don't wanna be-
commercialized.
you
Like
don't
you
wanna
like,
make it a
it
favorite.
come on the radio, you
Make it
just
a
turn it
favorite,
off.
okay.
I've heard it so
When it
much.
gets so big, it's
It
not-
came-
can't be a favorite. No.
Many Man,
It's
it
really
just
a favorite when it
became
gets
in the
that
club
big. You know what I'm saying?
was so big that it's like you almost
It
stopped.
ain't my
The
favorite
Club is a
today,
great
but like
record.
you know what makes you what make the record like classic or timeless is when you put it down for some time and you come back to it and which song stands out. So when I go back to 50 album, In the Club don't stand out as much, but like I like the song God Give Me Style.
Yeah, that's
Like that stands out to me.
Yeah.
Many Man stands out, especially if you got smoke with somebody. So
Yeah.
um,
I like If I Can't.
If I can't do it, yep.
Yeah, I like that too.
How the time go
If
hard.
I
Yeah,
can't,
yeah.
How the time, they
How
right
the
after
time.
each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even the
You know what's lines
is
hard?
it Heat?
I
Is
ain't
it
gonna
a song called
smoke
Heat?
it.
The one that has the gun cocking on the beat.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that.
What song was that? About
If the
50?
beef cocking and dumping.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Ride by,
Blow your
bro.
brains out. Yeah. That's not hard too.
Hard, bro.
Yeah.
Is
That Bloodhound?
No,
that's
I
not
think it's
Bloodhound.
called
Heat, yeah, it is Heat.
But if I can, it's crazy. Like I love it.
Yeah.
If I can't do it, yeah.
From the second album, I like A Baltimore Love thing. Like when he rapping. Yeah.
To me. Yo, I didn't.
Yeah.
So that's one of them songs where y'all say you didn't realize what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Bro, I listened to that bitch about 20 times and thought he was talking about a real girl.
yeah.
On which
exactly.
one?
A Baltimore Love thing.
We talking about drugs though,
Talking about
right?
heroin. Yeah.
Yeah. Position of power.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to die tonight.
I'm supposed to die. That's
Bro,
crazy.
get in my car, bro. That nigga 50
Get in
talk
my
so
car.
slick on there.
Yeah.
Bro, he talk slick on getting in my car.
He was the man
Like
at the
that
time,
first
so it's
verse?
like you believe him. Like he's gonna say
man.
that too. He was talking just like that back then.
Yeah. He that first verse on Get in My Car. I listened to that this
Yeah.
morning. But yeah, man, let's transition to hoops, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause Ricks, you run the Austin River Southeast Elite Adidas AAU program.
Yep.
Rob, you help him coach that program. Where your passion for basketball come from?
Well, growing up playing, from the playground, all the way up through high school and such. So, and then after college and high school and such, you finish, I'm playing rec leagues and different things, 23, 24. As that run starts to end, it's like I'm a diehard hooper. Like whether I put this passion, how do I transition it? So ended up starting with one team and ended up had a few kids that, I'll take that back. Let's go back. So my nephew was actually playing. His name is Ricardo. And I would go to his games and watch his coach at the time. And then,
Before you get into that, but where your passion for hoop come from? Just for basketball, period. Where your passion for hoop come from?
Just growing up playing the game and competing, in the sense. I gravitated towards it, young, early,
Anybody inspire you young to hoop?
I was always a fan. My favorite player growing up was Nick Van Exel. Playing point guard. Yeah, Nicky.
That's why we get along, man. That's crazy.
You a bucket then? That's how you play?
Yeah. I was more pass first than Nick in the sense, but like Nick,
underrated.
I used to get called Nick Van Exel. People say I look like him when I was younger. I don't know why.
But you was more pass first.
I was more pass first.
Nick was a bucket though.
Oh,
Yeah, so Nick was a bucket, but I was a big fan of his game, and then obviously AI growing up, he was a culture phenomenon, but the actual passion of it, just playing younger ages around the city, and ultimately ended up going to high school at Oak Ridge, played there, and so just playing and competing, and I was a point guard, smaller guard, so I had to be feisty and had to be a coach on the court. That kind of transitioned to.
Didn't you tell me you used to beat up on TJ back in the day?
Man, look at this guy.
That's not true.
I thought
I'm an honest guy. I was a good player.
Maybe I'm tripping.
But TJ we were in the same class, and TJ was cream of the crop and at that position in our state and nationally. Him, to me, and Dwayne Foreman. Like I played against Dwayne.
Was TJ the number 1 7th grader in the country?
I
Florida,
vaguely
he's
remember that to be
number
true. He was definitely
7th grader?
Crazy.
Yeah, no.
Was he the number 1 7th grader in Florida?
No, yeah, TJ was. I remember when Breakdown, who's still around to this day, they used to do rankings and such, and TJ was number one on there for a good bit in our class.
Yeah, but me and TJ always have a conversation about him being a 7th grader playing varsity.
I believe that to be true. He went to ACD, so they had, you know, they could play high school in it.
How would you feel as a senior and the point guard is a 7th grader? What would you do to that 7th grader?
What he talking about? He always want to talk about his fucking school. I ain't letting no 7th grade. I said, bro, I ain't hearing all that shit. You gotta understand.
I'll be upset.
Listen,
but
you don't understand. He gotta understand how my high school was, bro. Like it was you only went there for basketball.
Yeah.
But then my starting five, me, DeJuan Yeomans, Jared Stockton,
Yeah.
Barry Jordan, OJ Gilmore.
Yeah, we played that group.
McDonald, bro, like,
Yo,
They was McDonald's All-American?
bro, no, but all them niggas went D1.
Yeah.
Yeomans
was
No, that's cool.
good.
That's cool.
It was big
top
time.
8 players went D1.
No, that's cool. That's cool. But hey,
golly.
Oliver Lafayette, Brandon Jones. These was my point guards and my 2 guards at Capital High School. What would y'all do to a 7th grade varsity point guard?
They fucking Daniel.
You gonna if you come to Baton Rouge, you're gonna beat them. And we're gonna have this conversation. But
that's what I told him. I said that's what he didn't understand, bro.
They
like,
were.
Mount Vernon was Mount
no, I
Vernon.
understand that.
No, you don't.
But so look, my man got I just can't see a 7th grader, bro. Except my man was 12 years old playing against 17-year-old people, bro.
Yeah.
Now I know you could get away with it. You could probably get away
TJ
with
was
it.
always really skilled. I mean, crafty and skilled.
But I'm saying,
so I can. Yeah, that's still 7th
would
grade.
you allow that?
That's tough. I mean, if he good enough.
Ain't no good enough.
If he good enough, I'll put
What
him up.
7th grader you know good enough in history? Been good enough to be
Hold on,
better than
I have somebody that.
Listen to me. Hold on.
Okay.
You know the little kid that I think he played on the Nike circuit. He was playing up.
Oh, the Virginia kid. I know you're talking
A
about.
7th grader playing varsity, 17U?
Who, the point guard. No, not King Bacot.
No.
Back he played for Boo Williams, point guard.
Man,
I know you're
can't
talking
think
about.
of his name, but
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dog, like
7th
What would
grade.
you do? What would
Eighth
you
grade,
do?
maybe.
What would you do? Hold on, listen to this.
you can't ask me what I would do,
No.
nigga, because I was different.
No, but I'm not. But listen. But look, listen to this though. What would you do to
I'm gonna terrorize him, bro.
17-year-old you?
Yeah,
What would you do to 12-year-old you?
bro. That's
Kill him.
yeah, I'm gonna demolish him.
Yeah.
But what
That's
would you?
Because my brain would be on a whole
But
different
what
level
would you
than
do? Could any 12-year-old do to punish you?
No. Wasn't letting it happen.
Yeah.
But it don't matter, nigga.
So
Every
if you
12-year-old ain't me.
I'll take somebody that that's.
But I understand what you're saying.
Every
But
12-year-old
so what you saying is that there's no 17-year. Hold on. So you saying there's no 17-year-old point guard could have handled you at 12.
Bro, we played in every tournament that we could play in when I was 12 fucking
You
years
played
old.
against all the best guards in the
Bro, I
country
played
at
against-
12 years
Listen,
old.
I played against senior point
I'm
guard.
trying to
I
get him
played
to not.
against-
Let me tell you why I'm trying to get him.
bro.
Let me tell you why I'm trying to break him out of this, bro.
No,
Because he think he could.
happen,
No, but he because he having kids thinking that they supposed to be able to play varsity
Listen
as a
to me
middle
now.
schooler.
No, fuck no. So he thinking that I'm having to think. No, for one, bro. Like I said, everybody don't fucking. I worked out, nigga. I worked out twice a day with my daddy, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't working out twice a day. Everybody ain't watching film. Everybody ain't doing it. So you can't.
So you gonna stick to your guns then?
I'm gonna stick to my motherfucking
No problem.
guns and say
So
that,
I will say
everybody
this.
can't do that.
I'll say
Everybody
this,
can't do
like just someone in the area that.
But who was the
that came up?
What class you was in as the 7th grade? What year was that?
that. No,
Let's think about it. Let's figure this out.
03.
Oh, three. He
So if I
03 kid.
graduated in 03, what was that, like 1999? 1997?
97.
97.
Who was the best guard in the country in 96?
97.
I don't know that.
Oh,
Was
no.
it AI? Was it fucking Kobe?
It probably. Yeah, Kobe.
This is what you talking about.
What point guard was the best? Yeah, but listen, B, you acting like every point guard was an elite back. Like
No,
okay,
TJ,
nigga,
TJ,
like-
I know you was a
like
bad
even at
motherfucker.
Florida,
TJ,
yeah,
listen.
Florida.
Yeah, it's just
He
okay.
was
Yeah.
better than them.
The problem
just said he was
is,
playing.
listen.
I understand, but hold on. I'm just trying. Like I know, TJ, if the proof is in the pudding. You were bad now.
I know.
I got to give you credit. But still, I want you to come to your fucking senses and understand
nigga,
that AI was in. Though he was a senior.
AI.
But I'm just saying.
We played against other niggas.
But I know.
We played against all these other niggas.
I know. But I'm saying. All I'm saying is
AI was one of them. Look how many AIs is it?
But all I'm saying.
No, nigga, it's only one fucking AI.
But TJ, I'm just saying. But as a 12-year-old.
I don't care.
But these dudes 17, bro.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of some of the local best 7th graders in the area. Like
they can't
Darius
touch
Darius Wash. I remember seeing Darius.
Couldn't touch a senior, bro.
A senior, yeah, it'd be tough. But
couldn't touch him. I mean, you could get away like you could get away with it and have success from time to time.
Listen.
But when you competing at the highest level of guards,
right now, there's no.
So you think you could have beat a regular, like a solid varsity player, a senior. A solid senior.
Yeah, all I'm playing is I went to Arms Country. Yeah. You know what my school was? We going to all these big tournaments. So
you starting point guard?
I
7th grade?
Point guard, bro.
Damn, I ain't know.
But what I'm saying, but TJ, this is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying, but he had, but he had monsters around him.
What happened? Like now, so when we talk about the game, right?
Yeah.
I had Barry Jordan, Jared Stockton, Saul McDonald, Dwan Yeomans. Bro, I had a bunch of killers around me. So it wasn't like. The whole thing was just niggas. I'm keying in on TV.
Yes, exactly. So that's the perspective, though. Listen to. Hold on. We got you. That.
He was a game manager.
So this is what I'm saying. No. So check this out. But this is what I've been trying to have a conversation with him about. The reason why he could have played because he had so many players on his team that was like, you know how people say they hold their own.
Yeah.
These people were phenomenal ball players in their position.
Yeah.
So you could put a 7th grade out there, but you couldn't put a 7th.
But listen, you got to pressure. If a nigga pressing me up the court, they used to try to trap me. They used to try to do the whole 9.
Yeah, I hear all that. TJ, listen.
This nigga get the ball. You gonna steal the ball from this nigga.
Yeah, you go
but you understand, TJ? This is what I'm talking about. But this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. If as a 7th grader you had to be the best player on your team, like you literally had to hold your own, you can't do that, bro.
But it's a whole nother conversation now.
No, it ain't. But because I'm talking about for the kids of today, right? So this like a kid thing. Like so, listen to what I'm saying. So it's like these kids is in young and they really good for when they go play AAU, right?
Yeah.
And they thinking they could go play on another team where you supposed to play varsity.
Yeah.
Now you could play varsity if you in TJ's situation where he got all these high profile other players at their position. You could get away with it.
Yeah.
But he couldn't get away with it if he had to be the man.
Yeah.
No fucking 12-year-old nigga on the court, man.
I can't say that I couldn't. But all I'm saying is,
man, now you going too far. Let's move on, bro. Get the fuck out of here, man. You going too far, dog.
There's no 8th grader, 9th grader right now, like. Fucking 7th, 8th, 9th grader that should be thinking that they should be the man on varsity. There should be like, bro, you should just. For me, I feel like you should just be happy to be about a part of something and wait your turn, bro. But the problem is they be so fucked up thinking wise that like I deserve this, bro. And I tell everybody, bro, you might not. If you go to the league, cool. But if you go to fuck the league, if you go to college, you're gonna get humble real quick.
Entitlement.
Because nigga, I'm like, I told him my senior year in high school, I'm averaging 22 and 11, right?
Yeah.
I go to Virginia, and all I'm thinking about is busting Ty Billard ass to get playing time.
Yeah.
Kicking his ass every day.
What you average at a freshman though?
In college?
In high school.
Probably.
No, as a 7th grader, what you average playing varsity?
Probably around like 8 points.
That's still a lot.
That's a
lot of points.
Yeah.
But my assist, like what I'm saying is though, like when I went to Virginia, I'm doing this to try to kill and thinking that this is what I need to be exactly who I was in college. I mean in high school. But then I asked coach, man, what I gotta do to get on the court, man? I'm kicking his ass. TJ, we don't have nobody to run the show for us. Todd is really a 2 guard. So if you can do that, you'll play.
Yeah. We get that. But we need to correct that fucking conversation of you being a 7th grader because the perspective is
everybody can't do that. Dude.
No, but everybody can't do it because situations.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You understand? Like that's why, nigga. Yeah. You was lucky, motherfucker. Don't be acting like you was the
nigga.
Even though you was bad, cause listen.
I worked.
No, you were bad. No, I ain't taking nothing away from it. I ain't taking nothing away from it. You were bad, but you still was a product of having a lot of Division I players. Now there's other players. There's other 7th graders and 8th graders that can do the same thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I think the kid I told you that not the kid from Boo Williams, but the other kid that played on Nike. He played on Nike on the Rebels, and they moved him up, and he plays up right now. The little point guard, light skinned kid.
Caden.
Oh,
Caden. He was one of them 7th graders. I feel like he could have played. Remember, I told you that when I saw him, I said, bro, see, like,
yes,
that reminds me of like.
But he only could play if he had other top kids.
Yeah.
One kid in the area, and it sounds similar to TJ in that regard. The only kid I've seen as a point guard, 7th grade, 8th grade, I saw him, I was like,
Bro, that's sick, bro. I can't believe we were talking about 7th grade.
Like,
That's why I want
mean,
TJ to admit this, bro.
the only kid I've seen that played the position.
We talking about thing for 7th to 8th grade. We talking about motherfuckers that's
Yeah.
9th grade.
I would say
Mikhail.
seeing Mikhail Brown at 7th grade, 8th grade, he's probably one that could. He played some varsity.
But it's the same thing, though.
Yeah, same.
He couldn't be the guy.
Yeah.
He would be able to have to play with some other 4 and 5 star players.
Yeah.
And yes, he gonna look good. That's how I look at you.
But
so I'm not looking. I'm not saying like you wasn't. But I'm saying my point guards. Right? My point guards like. Man, them dudes eating motherfucking 7th graders alive. Bro, you might cry off the court, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care how nice you are, because you ain't developed yet, bro.
You know Jackson, Reigns, Reebok, like we playing against schools like that, it's nothing but it's a fucking all black school right in the middle of the hood, bro.
Yeah.
And they had a bunch of, that's what I say, bro. It's a bunch of niggas out there when you Duval, bro. When you playing in the game, niggas wearing golds, bro. Like I'm playing against niggas with golds.
It's like, so look, check this out. Watch this.
You know y'all are really
Let me give you an example.
by the way.
Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example, though. Look at this. Listen to this. No, but look at this. Look at this, though. So imagine you being in 7th grade, and then you go to the park, and we your big brothers.
Yeah.
You gonna be turned up.
Yeah.
You gonna be a little giant.
Yeah.
So
that's why I'm telling you.
I know, but that's why I gave you the example.
On the side. I got all my cousins and homeboys.
Yeah.
It don't matter what you niggas talking about on the court.
But if nobody was there, if Big Bro ain't there.
It don't matter. Big Bro was there, and I was working.
He was there.
No. Well, it's just the perspective, bro. That's all. When Big Bro is not there,
I'll say 7th grade is
too much.
Is young.
Bro. It's too much. Bro.
8th grade, I've seen really good 8th graders be able to play varsity level and be hold their own.
So when I was young, their character was an 8th grader. Y'all ever heard of it?
Yeah. And I've always heard OJ Mayo when he was 8th grade was ridiculous.
But still though, you can't do nothing with no senior.
Yeah, it'll be level to it.
Because it's like disrespectful to a senior. Like you like.
Imagine how many niggas got disrespected though.
Yeah.
That's only you can say that.
Steve, let me ask you, when you was in 8th grade,
I ain't touching nobody that was a 17. Bro, when I got to college,
you ain't never play against no older niggas and you just bust their ass?
No, sir. Not at that age. And I was a bad boy. I ain't never not been like, but never, no.
Yeah,
no, I never did that. When I got to high school as a freshman, bro, I was about 6'4", and man. And I wasn't the best player, bro. No, sir.
Yeah.
But a year later, yes,
he's the guy.
And that's time.
10th grade.
Yeah, 10th grade, and then the 11th grade. You know, now when I was a senior in high school, when I'm going to my senior in high school, I felt like I play in college. You know what I'm saying? But
let me ask you this: what made it different? What you think made it different? From when, let's say, you were a rookie in the NBA.
I wasn't ready to go.
Let me ask you this, though. You ain't never played against no nigga where you just demolished him and you beat his ass. As a rookie in the NBA. Now,
As a what?
In practice.
Whether it's practice, workout, whatever.
I ain't demolished him, but I may have gotten the best of him. I held my own, but that's different, TJ.
What is the difference from it being, that's what I'm saying. It ain't no difference.
We grown.
Bro. Nigga, it ain't no difference though. They been in the league.
This is what I'm saying. No,
years.
They don't got nothing to do with that. I'm saying I'm a man.
Physicality.
I'm 20 years old. I'm 250. I'm a man. I could lift whatever they lifting. I'm a man now. So it's like they ain't gonna. But listen, bro. Like, when I was in the NBA, my rookie season in the NBA, in my mind and my heart. And if you roll the ball out there, no coaches around, I'm gonna get with some of the veterans. I'm gonna get with them. But when I got in the game, everything about the game was a little too fast for me. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
But if we roll the ball out and say let's get it 1-on-1, I would have held my own for sure, and probably would have got a couple of the guys that was in the league. But just all the things that were playing in the game, they were better than me at playing in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How many seniors, think about this, how many seniors that we know some seniors that don't be in the gym working like that?
Not sure.
So like June, right?
Mm-hmm.
June work out more than any fucking high school kid I done seen.
Mm-hmm.
More than any high school kid. It's like, besides I seen Mikhail work, I seen but like, bro, y'all in the gym every night, bro.
But the thing about it is everybody.
No, but listen, y'all in the gym every day, every night.
Yeah.
Every day, literally.
The same way you are with June. It's the same way my daddy had me from when I was fucking. I'm talking about 4th, 5th. So now that's what I'm saying. So like, I'm catching scenes that I know you ain't been in the gym like that. My daddy already teach me how to read it from motherfucking go left or right.
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah, but you know how many niggas right now don't understand how many people that don't.
But them dudes not playing in college.
Brandon talking about more about like the physicality of it.
Listen, it don't matter, bro. Like this, all I'm saying is we know niggas right now that don't be in the gym like that.
No,
I'm saying even if you don't be in the gym, a seventh grader.
You gonna push them and follow them? I mean,
I'm saying a seventh grader should not be able to outplay you. Even if you don't be in the gym that much.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand? Just from a physicality standpoint, just from an athletic standpoint, you into your body.
Being a varsity player, you saying the 7th graders shouldn't be able to
nothing like
do that.
But I'm saying, but I'm saying, but the thing about it is, there's some crafty kids. Like I feel like Mikhail, like you compare you and Junior, to me, it's not really a comparison because like
no, I'm not comparing. The only comparison is that I was
just the work ethic.
Yeah, the work ethic. I was in the gym.
But even if you work, even if you don't, you could work more than somebody. It's still like everybody develop at different rates though. Like I know you was a point guard, so that means you was a heady guy. Like for sure, I don't think a shooting guard or 3 small forward could play 7th grade. And you understand?
He probably separated himself from the
just with his mind
team because he can run the show.
Yeah.
He can find the guys.
Yeah.
When the other guys are like, nah, I want to be one of them.
Yeah.
You like as a coach, like, nah, I don't need that.
But my whole thing with TJ, it's not about how good he is. I'm just trying to let him know, like, I'm 17. Man. And you know what I do to you at 12?
Yeah. But then my dad had me playing.
I don't fuck with your dad, boy. I'm 17, man.
It's fucking 30 years
Riggs,
old,
you 17. What you doing to 12-year-old TJ,
Damn.
Riggs?
Yeah, I feel disrespected.
Exactly.
Got off on me.
Get this young boy out of here,
The
man.
only thing you got to do is foul a nigga, bro. That's all you gonna do.
Well, back then you can use that forearm a
You
little
ain't
bit.
getting no scholarship. You ain't getting no scholarship if that 12-year-old outplay you tonight.
Back then we can use that forearm against you a little bit.
No, I'm sure you did, but that's why, because they ain't got no scholarship.
Yeah.
But that's
7th grade.
Me and TJ always talk about this because this nigga knucklehead for sure, and he argued me down about it. But I always just try to explain to him, just because I don't want everybody to think they could do that, because there's a reason why. It's just like, and this how I kind of look at it. Like it's like giving somebody advice, and they just take something about it, but they don't take the full thing. You know what I'm saying? So he played varsity as a 7th grader. You take that and you run with it. Yeah. That's what I'm going. Like that's school's going.
Yeah. And parents thinking that's the bar, and that's what they need to be doing.
Like, my son should be playing varsity.
Yeah. Versus you explaining why you was that kid. Man, it's so many things.
It don't matter. Like I could tell them niggas something blue in the face, and I tell them everything, bro. Like, but I fucking worked, bro. I was different, dog. Like I tell everybody, I was all the way different from you, dog.
But do you feel? But you feel what I'm saying though?
Yeah,
it's like when you telling somebody, or it's like this, or somebody like imagine somebody looking at you as running your organization, and they see it, and they want to do it too.
Yeah.
Right, and they think it's easy.
Yeah, people do it.
You understand what I'm saying? And but look, they don't. They don't call you.
Yeah.
They don't ask you no questions. They don't try to mirror you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's more than shit.
I want to see the outcome and try to mimic it.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I always try to talk to him about it, and that's why I've been trying to convince him to like humble himself and be fucking grateful and be grateful.
No, it ain't humble. It ain't being grateful.
Give it
It's everybody
context.
else. Yeah, it's everybody else. You niggas need to y'all run your own race, but don't try to do what I did.
Yeah.
Nigga, and you should. And I tell kids like, bro, you should be happy that you getting maybe 2 minutes on varsity.
Facts.
But you shouldn't. Like the problem is, it ain't nothing with what I'm saying. The problem is these fucking parents.
Yeah.
These fucking parents think they have unrealistic views of their kids and who ain't never touched a fucking basketball and never played no real basketball.
Yeah.
And now you out here trying to say, I told him, I said, yeah, you know, I mean, we having a conversation. I said, yeah, I played varsity, you know, as a 7th grader, but my shit was different. Like, my school was like Mount Bird, but I, like, you know, I was giving them this whole shit.
Yeah.
And, like, then the
You got some more to give him now, though.
Look, you got some more. Bro, they gonna be able to watch this podcast and understand that, bro. Stop trying to make your kid be something.
No, this is what I'm saying, TJ. Look, this is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. When I say more to give him, you could be able to tell him I play with 5 Division I players. I played, nigga, that's the truth. I played with 5 Division I players.
Hey, listen, Rich.
Context.
Question.
No, nigga, we ain't moving on. No, hell
I
no.
gotta ask Rich this question.
No, we ain't asking Rich that. No, but I'm saying,
Don't ask Rich.
no, this is what I'm saying.
No,
No,
bro, this
you
is-
gotta add. You gotta, if you gonna be a mentor. Just like if we gonna let's stay top talking about it then. Let's move on.
Yeah,
but just like we talking about.
Yeah,
but look,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
But I'm saying, but you hear it though.
Yeah,
We ain't gonna talk about it, but hear it. But when we talking about the organization, right?
Yeah.
You gotta give them everything.
Yeah,
You
full.
can't just say shit. I make 100,000 a year and shit. You can make it too. Nigga.
Yeah. You gotta give them context. You gotta give them context in the sense.
That's
of
what I'm saying.
What comes with
Tell
it.
their ass to get in the gym and work every fucking day.
Yeah.
That ain't all of it.
I have a.
That
I don't know if that's all of it.
That's a lot.
That ain't all of it.
That's the work ethic is important, but I think some of it got to do with gift and the talent, ability. You got to have You got to have that piece of it to do something like that. 7th grade, like I only seen
The
a few
hardest,
kids.
look, the hardest worker. Listen, the hardest
Right people
worker.
around you.
The hardest ball player,
Yeah.
the hardest working ball player is probably not going to the NBA.
Yeah, I say that all the time. It's,
So that's what I'm talking
I
about.
think it's majority.
So
gift.
you got to add more to it.
Talent, skill,
Shit, you're gonna give yourself a great chance though.
Yeah, you
But
give
it's
yourself
still
the
more.
best chance you
Yourself a better
can.
chance, yeah.
A better chance.
Yeah,
Best
yeah.
chance you can.
Just like I tell her, like, for instance, with the Bible, right?
Yeah.
I'm super spiritual, super religious, all that. But don't nobody really know what the fuck left after this.
Yeah.
But I'll be a fool to not like, okay, let me read, I'm gonna read my Bible every day. I'm gonna try to live right as best possible. I'm gonna follow that whole guideline that the Bible, biblical instruction before leaving Earth. I'm gonna follow all this shit, and then if I die, cool. It ain't nothing else, then well, at least I did something productive. So same thing with basketball, bro. Not to go to the extreme, but bro, if you work every fucking day and you really put your all into it, and then at the end of your high school career, end of your college career, don't pan out.
You can say you took it as far as you can.
Did everything that you possibly can. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do
No, I
everything
hear what
possibly
you're
can.
saying, but this what I'm saying.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. All right, TJ told me work hard in the motherfucker. Nigga depressed now. Cause he ain't got a scholarship to go to college.
I know people like that. You know why? You know why they don't have scholarships?
It's so name me some things then. Let's go.
Okay, number one, I watched a few point guards this weekend. Don't know how to play right.
Okay.
Number
They
two,
got to play right. What else?
Number two, they have an identity crisis, not understanding that
They don't know who they is.
Yeah, look, all three of y'all shoot the ball better than me,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to still shoot the ball
Yeah.
and compete with y'all on the court. Number four, I'm not even having an IQ of who I should pass the ball to. You my best ball handler on the wing. You can't dribble. You can't dribble or shoot, and I'm passing you the ball, and I'm throwing a no look to you like this, like it's a right basketball play. Instead of telling you like little simple shit like B, run the wing, go post up. Rob, let me give you this handoff or some shit, or if I see B and he want the ball, man, go through. I'm gonna just send you through. Yeah, some simple shit. Then, of course, the work ethic. But once again, the main problem to me is not so much of the skill work, not so much all that, bro. It's just the parents, dog.
But TJ, that's what I'm talking about, my nigga.
Yeah.
I'm saying
What we
you
talking
can't
about
just say work hard.
Yeah.
It's so many things.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So back to you as the fucking 7th grader.
Get off my 7th grade job, bro. I did what I did, bro.
I got you.
It's in the history
How you
book.
gonna-
It's in the history books.
But hopefully, he just passed it down, bro, like this, bro. Just give it a little more context, bro.
I ain't even talking to them about your son playing. We don't even talk about 7th or 8th graders playing varsity.
No,
Like,
TJ,
you know
but what I'm saying
You
is
know
that
context,
this
no
what I'm saying.
conversation.
This what I'm saying. Like you train, like, bro, we're in a different era right now, bro. These kids' parents paying for training. Man, they expect to get buckets when they show up. They expect the highest of the high.
Yeah.
So it's like to me, it's important to give them context.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you give them more. Like, you know how when you open up a textbook,
Yeah.
that motherfucker got so many the tables of contents. Like, bro, like this.
This is what it is.
You know what I would love for you to come sit in the gym with me for a week and listen to what I tell my parents. Sometimes, like some parents, I think they be thinking like I'm fucked up. I say, man, listen, dog, we working on your ball handling in the game. You're not gonna do all this fucking dribbling. We doing just this to make sure the simple shit. We doing this complex shit to make sure you can just go when a nigga guarding you, right?
Yeah.
Then I say, bro, we working on our jump shot. I don't want you to shoot every fucking shot. Like me, I preach that to my kids every day because I'm not one of them trainers that if I come to your game, you have 25 points, 0 assists, 0 rebounds, 10 turnovers. I'm not that. I don't care about that shit. That ain't cool.
Fact.
Know what I'm saying?
But I think you said something when you was at Virginia that you said you went to your coach and you said,
Yeah.
"Yo, what I got to do to get on the floor?" I think a lot of kids don't know how to have that conversation because they think they know what they have to do to get on the floor.
Some of
When
the really don't even fucking know.
Yeah, that's
When
right.
really, if they just come and be like, "Yo, what I need to do?" Well, really, man, hey, man, first, can you guard 94 feet, pick up the ball?
Yeah, if you're a
We
small
need some-
guard,
we need some
yeah.
defensive
Yeah,
pressure.
for
Hey,
sure.
man, like I have scorers here. We got to get them the ball. Can you play make and get them in the spot? Do you know where they need that shot from? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when we used to talk about like Matt and Brandon, when we had them last year, it was like, man, they really good here. When we got Evan came, we had to get him up to speed, like, hey, get him the ball here, get them the ball here. They're good here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I think all of them kids nowadays, they just see the highlights, they see the social media, they see all the mixtape. They want a mixtape. I'm like, bro, like everybody got a mixtape, bro. The mixtape be you shooting a free throw in the layup line, and then a nice move, and it cut off before the ball go in the basket, because it didn't go in the basket.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
No, true. It's just
So
it's
it's the mindset. Right?
it's a lie, bro.
Yeah.
Like when you trying to get to the NBA,
It's a
Yeah.
role.
Yeah.
it's a lie.
What's your role?
See, I believe in it. I rarely even talk NBA with parents, players, and that such. You know, because it's on. I believe to really make the NBA, I believe a large part of that is a gift. Like you have a gift and ability of being an NBA talent. I think being an NBA talent is something you're given.
Let's talk about that. Okay.
Hold on.
Say, go ahead. Go some more.
I don't. There's some people maybe you can a small few you can identify that, and even if you look at their past, you'll see them like averaging 0.1 points a game in the NBA, but they dominated high school. They dominated college.
Yeah.
So kids don't have the context of understanding that. But I
That's a good
think
one.
majority of, you know, the 450, the NBA up there, it's a talent. It's a gift it's a God-given gift. Now you can not cultivate it and develop it and such, but I think there's very few players I believe that played the NBA that wasn't God gifted in some form.
But what you consider as God gifted though?
So let's take
size?
somebody like CP3 that's taller than us, but our size in a sense. I mean, he's gifted at the same time.
At what?
At the
we know
ball
what he,
handling,
we know
ball
what he is
handling.
today. We know what he is today.
yeah.
But what is he God gifted at?
So let's say in high school, for example, I use when his grandpa died. He said he's 60. I think he was 63 years old or a certain age, and he said, "I'm going to go score that amount of points to honor him." Like it's a special ability to even be able to do that. Like majority of guys his size cannot do that in any level of high school basketball. Like so they see him a normal size, he's not ultra tall. I mean, just the feel and gift of being able to time and throw passes and that
you didn't say his
he's
gift
gifted.
yet,
His feel. First thing is his feel is a gift.
You feel like he came out the womb
I
with
think
that
he
feel?
can. I think he. I didn't see him ultra young.
Yeah.
I just remember him high school wise, but I would imagine he always had a feel, a third eye playing basketball. Like you don't.
I probably would. I have to agree with that too.
I would bet
when
that he
start playing.
always had a third eye.
You know what? All right, so I'll tell you how I look at it, and I look at TJ the same way. It's like being a small guard. It's like you got to kind of have to be able to be like a high level guard. You got to be like gritty.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be like feisty.
Yep.
Like ultra competitive.
Yep. That's a must requirement.
But I don't know like the God given ability like that he has to me. Like I'm saying, like we see it today.
Yeah.
But we see what the gifts he has today, but I don't know what was God given. Like for example, like we see LeBron, we know like he 6'8", 6'9".
Physically gifted. So his is based on physical gift.
Fast.
And other stuff, but like mainly what makes him special is that physical gift.
You feel me? Like
size,
like
speed,
Shaq,
agility. That's physically gifted.
You feel me? Like, but it's like, but I do agree with you something, but it's something we should talk about because it's like
maybe what he's trying to say, like his vision, like his vision is like a
vision.
Like his third eye, like a lot of point guards besides Jason Kidd, a lot of point guards don't really see certain passes. So is that what you're trying to say?
Leadership. So CP3 obviously to me it's almost like a gene. It's almost like his gift is almost like in a genius sense of like in the basketball world, he's probably like Albert Einstein type of gift of I'm just saying that type kid, Jason Kidd, him, the guys that dominate the game without being physically gifted to dominate, to average 20 and 10 in the NBA. Without any physical, without per se it being anything physical related.
But it was physical though.
Speed, speed, all those. I mean, shift. So that's
IQ,
all
like
part of it.
IQ was up there as a rookie though.
Einstein, was sharp. Einstein stuff.
Yeah. So I agree with that part, but just the God gifted part. Like I almost feel like he worked until who he became.
He has an element of because he's small. It had working. So because I always have this conversation too. Steph Curry, how much of what he does is because he's worked at it, and how much of that is a natural gift that he?
It's a little bit of both. I think it's a little bit of both, but like it's a little bit of both. But I feel like with Chris, I feel like just think about it. What would turn you into a player like that? Like first of all, when you at 6 foot, like you gotta be a pure point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the vision, or you can't even separate yourself from the other guards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so, then now you fast.
Yeah.
You know,
like Isaiah.
Now you can score.
Like
AI freak of nature.
Freak of
nature. Freak. Like see now that's God gifted to me.
Yeah.
Now if you ask me somebody who God gifted,
AI. Yeah.
Because you know how fast he is, how much he didn't work on his
game. So I think
game.
that's based on. It is based. That's to me like a gift based on more physicality in the sense because he was physically gifted.
Yeah.
But I think Steph is as gifted as any of them that came by. You know, because I think to shoot that way and the touch that it requires, the eye, the eye, and being able to see that and feel that, like I personally don't think you can teach that.
You know what? Yeah, I think, but he was taught it though. Look though. So you know how I look at him. You know how Bill Gates had the computer for a long time. Had it early. Being that his dad was such an incredible shooter. With that feathery touch, and he was able to give it to Steph so early. To me, it's like Bill Gates having the computer. Because think about it. What kid at that age had a dad that was that incredible, teaching them having them around the NBA, teaching them about shooting at that age. You're gonna be you know what I'm talking about? You're gonna be the greatest ever.
With shooting and touch, and obviously that's something rep too. So it's a work ethic aspect to it, but at the same time, I think that level is like I don't think people think you could just work your way to being Steph.
Nah,
to me, I don't think that.
It's mechanics too.
It's
mechanics
like it's passed down to him. That's why, as good a shooter as Seth is, like it's something about Steph that's
different.
That shit is like it's a gift.
Yeah.
That's only the best word I can use for it is a
so
gift.
if you want, I tell you what, I would consider that a gift.
Yeah.
Man, but the reason why I would consider it a gift is because like it's nothing else like it. Ain't nothing else like it, bro. Like God
Even
had
Trey
to be
and all
involved
them
with
that can
you know what I'm saying?
shoot that distance off the dribble and stuff. It's just still something different with Steph that it was.
But like Steph, you hearing the stories about him, how his dad changed his J and they just repped it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was work for him too.
Yeah, some of it worked.
So it's like the gifted people are really like the super physical dudes that like fucking Will Chamberlains of the world who just like man, nigga shooting layups like this, like you know what I'm saying? And he still could be the greatest of all time with not like a major skill set. Like you just that's God gifted.
Yeah.
Cause like when I think about me, bro, like I just feel like I work for everything. Like I mean, if you could say my size, like I was gifted with size, but you can't say I was gifted with like a J or handles or explosiveness. I was running through the neighborhood in fucking strength shoes, and
but still, to me,
you had the gift.
What was the gift?
You're still of the 0.5.
Okay,
that's the part.
Well, that's could be my gift. Could be my size.
Is like you still to put the fact that you did what you did in your career. I still think that you're of the NBA talent. That's still of the point whatever percent of talent and people. I think that I think if everybody all worked hard at the same level.
Yeah.
I still think that it's a special carved out.
That's a different. Yeah, that's true.
That are good enough still to make it.
That's true.
And those are the ones to me when I say NBA talent, NBA gift. That's the guys that I think that part's a gift.
Yeah, now for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I got you. I hear you, man. This is a cool conversation about the gifts and all that, because it's like it's one of them things. It's kind of subjective a little bit too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
let me ask you. My bad. Let me ask you. Little Dante, right? We watch him work out.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say that motherfucker just God gave him a gift to like how heady he is, like already. He's 8 years old, bro.
Yeah.
And like I bullshit you not bad. We watch him work out, bro. He got his wrist soft like June wrist. But his hand was everything, bro. Like I gave him some shit, but like he one of them guys that he make the trainer look good.
Yeah.
The coach look good. So you don't think that's a gift? Like that's a problem.
No, but those are things. Yeah. I think that's a gift.
Yeah.
Like just somebody who's just heady.
Yeah.
Like a heady point guard. Like that's a gift. Like somebody who the coach is like, you could just kind of give him something.
Yeah. But see, Chris though is I haven't seen that kid, and I know some kids that are like that.
Yeah.
Chris is the highest version.
But
of
it's
that.
like
I think there's dudes
you feel
like
them
that.
hold
all around.
Hold up, Riggs. Hold up. So this CP gifts could be just being so heady.
Yeah, heady and all those that feel that stuff.
Yeah,
what he described him as. I imagine Chris Paul and guys like him, Isaiah Thomas or whoever, being the highest version of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a certain level that you can't attain just in hard work to me in that regard. Yeah. Like there's a level of that just is given to you.
Yeah.
In a sense, it's just naturally a talent of yours.
Nah, for sure. You right on, by you right.
Yeah.
So it's
You can work out 10 point guards. You can be like,
let's
make this read. Let's make this read.
Yeah.
And you be like, he the only one that can get the read, even if you show him the read.
Yeah. Or he get it quicker.
Yeah.
Cause I played with some pros, dog. And they couldn't make a pocket pass. And these niggas making millions of dollars. They struggled with it. They had to still kind of work on it, but they had gifts.
Yeah.
Man, they had some gifts. But so you're right. They do got
So when I talk to kids in general, when it comes to college, he ain't the fastest either.
No, but
it's,
for the last 10 years, he ain't really been the fastest.
Yeah.
He do everything you want your point guard on the team to do.
For sure.
He gonna get everybody involved. He gonna be a leader.
For sure.
He gonna put him in the right spots.
For sure.
He gonna defend. When he was in New Orleans,
That's true.
he was knocking down shots. He was scoring 20 something.
No, he knocked down shots.
Back then.
But I'm just saying, like, just some of these skill point guards, bro, who just got it all.
Who would you say?
Like I'm just saying, like
For me, Jason Kidd is my favorite point guard.
But like just like
Yeah, just
imagine Kyrie Irving with Chris Paul mindset of a point guard.
Now, Kyrie is
Kyrie's
like different. Kyrie's
Kyrie then the shit wouldn't look right.
What about Steve Nash?
I like Steve Nash.
I'm saying, don't you think Steve Nash is more of like a Kyrie with a point guard mindset?
nah.
No,
Kyrie. I think Kyrie's one of the top 5 skilled guys ever played the sport.
I feel like Steve Nash was a little bit better version of Jason Kidd, the same type of mindset.
Yeah, but he could
shot
shoot
the
it.
ball better.
Yeah.
he did everything better than J Kidd. As far as like movement, like I'm saying, like J Kidd didn't have no mid range game.
No.
He didn't necessarily have no get to the basket game.
You know what? I think he's so
he had no
better.
he didn't have no 3-point game until like ended his career.
Yeah.
So
he
Nash,
dominated without it.
but I still would choose J Kidd over Nash. But I'm saying, but Steve Nash got the J.
Yeah.
He invented some of the fucking actions in the pick and roll.
Yeah, he did.
Like the snaking and the
Chris Paul invented the little elbow step to the side jump.
Yeah.
Not true, yeah.
Well,
he was. I think Chris Paul was the one. Maybe it's him. Maybe the snaking and
yeah, when Big started to go into that drop coverage, he's the one that figured out like, oh, that's
shit, right?
Oh, yeah, it's snake, and that's the jumper right there. I gotta take that.
Right.
He started doing that.
But y'all don't think Steve Nash is like
The prototype point guard, like what you want.
2-guard point guard? But the nigga had everything.
Yeah,
like I'm saying, he had the 3, he
yeah.
had the mid range, and he had the finishing.
Yeah, and free throws.
Like I'm saying, finish, same hand, same foot. Like
You say, two shooting guard, point guard,
I'm saying, like Kyrie
being able to
with
get
a point guard mindset. Hip swivels, bro. You
know what,
bro,
man,
you seen
you know-
Nash, bro?
I think it's because he's so fucking slow too, though.
No,
Bro,
the move, bro. You gotta go watch Nash tonight, bro. Nash and
that's one of my favorite point guards.
3-pointers,
Nash was a monster.
Yeah.
mid range, and finishes.
Yeah, for sure. I think with Kyrie,
same hand layup.
yeah, he been it. Yeah, that's his move.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So who else is like that? Like what other point guard is like that? Like Nash. Like who is
really, people always compare. I really think Steph. Steph runs off the ball more than him. Steph plays without the ball, but on the ball, Steph is. I'm not Kyrie. Steve Nash.
Okay.
On the ball, that's who he really is. At Davidson, before they moved him to the 2, he was Steve Nash more than anybody.
That makes sense. Yeah.
All that stuff like that, and he was doing those things. He didn't maybe get as many assists as Steve Nash and different things and laying it in your lap, but like he had that same skill set on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He just was so deadly off the ball and his movement and all that other stuff that created the Golden State Warriors in their system.
Mm-hmm.
But like on the ball, Curry is
probably like Nash,
closest
to Nash, yeah. Especially with non-athleticism type stuff too.
You want to put Luka in there?
Yeah, Luka. He uses his body. I feel like he uses his body a little more. Just because he's so 6'8". Then
I want to put Luka there.
Because he's 6'8", use that body so much more.
Luka is like, to me, it's like LeBron, bro. Like a non-athletic LeBron. With more skills, though.
I think Luka is the evolved version of Larry Bird. I think if Larry Bird
at the
played
point guard
today,
spot, okay.
If Larry Bird played today, he would play like Luka. If he grew up playing the game, how it's played now and such, he would be Luka. Because a lot of people say, "Oh, Larry Bird couldn't play today, this and that." I think they're all nuts. I think Larry Bird would do a lot of what we see Luka do right now.
I don't think his handles wasn't as nice as Luka's.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, though.
They didn't really have to have it then. So I feel like he grew up now playing with the ball, kind of how it would look a lot like Luka played.
We on? I ain't know we was on. Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, I think it would look a lot like Luka.
All right, okay, cool. So yeah, all right, I got you. Okay.
So I got a question for Rich right now, though.
All right.
So we talk about AAU season coming up. I want you to explain how hard it is to get the top player from let's say Windermere, top player from Ocoee, top player, like all these top kids in the nation.
Yep.
How hard is it to get all of them to play together? Because I don't think people understand that, like how hard it is in your position to get all these kids that's coming with egos and try to get them to say, hey, bro, the goal is just let's win a national championship or let's win. Like, how hard is it to get them to play?
Yeah, I mean, I measure myself based on that every year, because, in AAU, having the kids from March, April, May, they're back with their high schools in June, and then you have them in July. Mm-hmm. Now, in the midst of that, you got to get them to become a team, play well, all while in AAU, you want to get all your individual accolades. So I measure my job based on how fast I can get guys to buy into what we do as a team, with them all being the best player at the high schools, all this talent coming together, and how fast it's similar to, I equate it to two things. I equate it to, I call it the Phil Jackson model versus Larry Brown. Like Larry Brown took hard-working talent and made them, play hard as ever and just grit teams like Detroit and Philly and those teams. I look at what we do as more like a Phil Jackson model. How do I get Kobe and Shaq to sacrifice and buy in, and they both are the man. How do I get them? How do I get Michael Jordan and Scottie? How I get Kobe and Powell to play together? So I measure myself each year based on how well I get those guys to do that. And it's hard, like we said, all these things about social media, all these different, things that all the kids want. It's hard when you're talking about 9 guys that all the best players, 10 guys, all best players on their team. How do you get somebody to buy into a 6-man role? I started my whole life. I start from my high school, I'm the best player. You telling me I got to come off the bench? So the way I do it, and I think we've had a lot of success at, is one, I identify certain kids in a sense, and I try to build a team. I don't think what we do works very well or at its highest level when you got all guys that want the man role, right? I think you got to build the team. So I try to build. I have in mind who I think is gonna. Now we play ball, but I have in mind who I think are gonna be my leading shot takers. I have in mind who I think are gonna be my defensive guys, and I try to have a conversation with them early in the sense of, like, this is what the role is, all while still, hey, I'm gonna give you freedom to play and do, and show other things that you can do. And in the end, we've been successful at it because all our guys still get their just due. So like each year, usually our whole team are gonna get Division I scholarships. They're gonna be our main 3 SSB team, Adidas team. They'll be a team that gets 8 or 9 Division I kids. So everybody will reach their goal, right? And then, but it's still always a psychological thing of teaching kids that, like, hey, guess what? Like, I know you shoot 20 shots for your high school, but I promise you're going to get all the accolades you're looking for if you take 7 with us. Mm-hmm. And there's other guys that's you're playing with. And so that's part of the coaching part of it. That's the part I take pride in. And honestly, that's what that's what gets my juices flowing when it comes to coaching, is getting those guys to buy into it, because you either do it with me, or honestly, the guys that end up going to college, they end up you're gonna do it in college anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna buy into it. We just got to do it in a smaller time frame.
So do you?
Hold on. So Riggs, what I think you do a great job of that, because the reason why I think because you playing the coach and the general manager, because you kind of saving yourself a headache.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's supposed to be, you should be able to get the best, I don't know, maybe 8 players, and they should be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
When we step in this gym the first day,
yeah,
we know who the first 5 is. We know who's gonna take the most shots.
Yeah.
We know who the 6-man is. We know who the defenders, but we gonna play games.
Yeah.
It's like that at every high school today.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I know who the best player on this team. I know who should take the most shots, but I'm gonna fight it.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
So you saying, okay, cool, you like to fight and do all that crazy shit, you ain't gonna play on this team.
Yeah.
Go find your independent team
Yeah.
since you won't be crazy.
Yep.
And then like you said, when they get to college, like we all did at some point or another, like, you know, well the greatest players, they don't necessarily have to adjust.
They
You know
don't
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But for the most part, most of us at some point or another, you gonna make that adjustment.
You gonna make that adjustment.
You know
and
what I'm
gonna, yeah.
You
and
know,
you're gonna sacrifice
for the squad.
and such.
But I feel like it should be so easy because we know.
Yeah.
And you want to
I
win.
think,
Yeah.
So I think sometimes the conversations we have too is, listen, man, we know you all come from a place where you the man, and you got to do all the work.
Yeah.
You can come here.
They
It's
know
gonna
it.
be easier.
But what I'm saying is they know
They
it.
know that already.
They just fighting it.
If I walked in the gym with the team first day and rolled the ball out and just say, y'all play
Everybody
pickup ball,
wanna be the man.
it'll be clear
Yes,
in
sir.
who should be taking shots, who should be
should-
down low, who should be the defender on the
Yeah,
team that's
yeah.
not taking shots, who should be the person that's setting guys. It'll be clear, but they'll fight it.
You know what I'm
They
talking
do
about?
fight
That's
it. And that's the part of, the buy-in, the psychological part of playing little games with them and that's what Phil, I think, is like the highest of all highest versions of that, is what he was able to do is play mental games with the players to be able to get them to buy into the greater good.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You know,
So in your position, you don't think it's like when you're choosing your players, you don't think it's important to, like, let's say you're looking at maybe 12 guys, but you can only take eight or nine, like you said.
Yeah.
You're looking at 12 guys. You don't meet with their parents first to see which one's going to be low maintenance and decide off of that?
Nowadays, in the pure, I was just talking in the pure basketball standpoint, but nowadays you almost have to interview a parent, or you have to have a in-depth conversation with them and just see where their mind and expectations are with their kid. The biggest thing of where I would walk away from the number one player in the country, even, is if my perspective on their kid doesn't line up with theirs, because it's always going to be a conflict. If you think that your son is a number one level player on a circuit level team that we play at, and I think he's 8th, 9th guy, we're gonna conflict. So I'm the type to cut it early, just like and save ourselves a headache. Let me go find the guy for that role.
Yeah.
So I try my best to have those conversations early and just get a perspective of where they think their son is. And because, you have some parents that are unrealistic, but you have some parents that's like, man, I just want my son to get a Division I scholarship. And that 8th row that I've seen you for the last 7 years get a Division I scholarship for that kid, that's good enough for me. So I try to identify that, but you're 100% correct. It's the parents. If you're not, you almost got to screen them. You got to screen parents, because what they will do is, if you not on the same page with them and you bring them in your program, they'll destroy your whole team. Yeah. You'll be on the road and they'll be over there galvanizing other parents, galvanizing the kids in their kids' ear, telling them, hey man, you should be you can't even coach their kid because of everything they're putting in their kids' ear.
That's a fact.
And so you have to screen parents. And I'll walk away from talent. I'll walk away from I can name number one kid in the state, if it doesn't align with what I think and I'm on the same page with the parent, I'll walk away from that kid, because he'll destroy everybody else's experience.
I've seen it on certain teams.
Yeah.
Where just parents just fighting it.
Yeah.
And and you understand it because they're humans, but it's like you don't understand it because it's like some kids gonna fall short. Like they could go a little bit farther if they kind of just know who they was. And, Cause my thing, I'm big on like this. Like, I ain't mad at you for wanting to be the number one option.
Yeah.
But just know who you are today.
For sure.
And work towards being the number one option.
For sure.
Cause that's cool. You feel what I'm saying?
Because every number one option is only a few. It's only a few. We saw one today in the kid AJ for Utah. He's gonna be number one option wherever he go. If he was in college right now on any college team, he's the number one option. At Duke, he's number one option at Auburn. Any other team you say, he's the number one option.
I guarantee you, parents talking about, man, he could have swung that.
Yeah.
He could have made more passes to you. But he do too much. Man, you better than him.
You better.
But I'm telling you, bro, it's some
Yeah,
wild
it
parents
is,
out
it
there,
is,
bro.
it
Some wild
is,
people.
it is.
It's true.
You know, if he passed you,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
So everybody, at some point, like you said, you run into that where you realize, oh, I got to fit in with this situation. It's not so much centered around me. Now, how do I impact when it's not centered around me and I'm not the best guy? So that's what I look at AAU as, where we're bringing these kids together, these top kids from all these different places, is how do you get them to understand that, and this is what it is, and guess what? This is still valuable.
Yeah.
You know, this is still a valuable thing.
Yeah.
And it's going to translate to the level you're going to.
You know, because you know what? I look at it like the reason why it's valuable, like you're saying, is because if you guys play to your strengths, you're going to get that offer you want.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be playing to your weakness, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like play to your strength, and we gonna first of all, we're gonna be winning as a team.
Yeah.
Like I think people value like winning.
Yes, I agree with that.
You feel what I'm saying? Because like think about it, if we winning, you know, we're gonna be on the bigger stage. Everybody's watching.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a guy on the bench, just like in the NBA. It's gonna be a guy as a 6-man. That's gonna get a whole lot of money from another team because they value him so much because he was a part of a championship team. Even a coach.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I think those are like to me
They
like
value that at the next level, by the way.
absolutely.
Yeah.
They just want their jobs.
Yeah.
So
So that to me those are cool little tips that I think kids could take away from our conversation right now. Is about like, you know, playing to your strengths.
Yeah.
Prioritize winning because, you know, when we win it, we're gonna be put ourselves on a bigger stage, and we're gonna probably get a little bit more than we deserve sometimes.
Yeah, for sure,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying?
And that's our common speech is, you know, hey man, if we all buy into this and we become, you know, a really good team, and you know, now instead of it being 5 scouts just here to see a couple guys, we're in the game. Where we're playing like last year, main gym against Compton Magic, and now it's 100 scouts watching.
Yeah.
And you know, now that in this different level, so now certain guys gonna know maybe they can't get Brandon Jr. But they can get our 7th guy. So there's gonna be those scouts in there. So now because you played that role, you created this opportunity by us getting to this point. Now it's even more opportunity for you, even than playing in a smaller role.
For sure.
So that's the science I look at each year, and how you crack that code with a kid, how you get them to believe that. You can say that, but how you get them to believe it.
Man,
you know?
the sooner the better. Because they don't. I'm telling you, the sooner the better. Because like, it's like what makes me so happy about my journey is that it wasn't as like sweet as I wish it was, but I could have these kind of conversations.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because I went through certain things. You know what I'm saying? And to me, like, it'd be hard for me to watch games sometimes because it's like, man, you don't know where you headed, bro.
And down the dark road, just don't even know.
Yeah. But it's cool though. So, we done went down the dark hole of this, man. But what are like some top 3 skill sets you would like to see in players period? Like what y'all would like to see in players? Like top 3 skills that you would like a player to have.
see, I like IQ, man. I like someone that understands the game, knows how to read it, just sees the game, you know, obviously unselfish, you know, team player, good teammate. I think a lot of coaches, when I talk to them, those are the questions they ask anyway. You know, that's what they're looking for: good attitude, good mindset, willing to sacrifice. Because again, we getting guys that do a lot where they're coming from, and you're trying to get them here to understand, hey, this is what you're really good at. We want to showcase that. And this is what we're gonna have you do. You know, so all the other stuff that you may have to do for your high school team because you're the best on that team in this. He's the best on this team in this. Let him do that, you do this, you do this, you do this, and come together and play. But IQ, man, I mean, you know, Mr. Cerebral here, man, like, I value IQ, man. I think, you know, for just like, you know, me growing up playing basketball, if anything, that was the thing that helped me the most. You know, I ain't athletic, I ain't tall, you know, but I can see the game. So that helped me stay on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So,
Those three were IQ.
IQ, good teammate, unselfish.
Yeah. What about you, TJ?
I would say IQ, of course, but then I say the intangibles.
Yeah.
Being able to, if you like to rebound, if you like to play good defense, if you like to run the floor, if you like to make the extra pass, like, of course, the extra pass goes along with the IQ. And then lastly is just somebody that's just coachable, bro. It's a lot of kids that I can't tell you, bro, you're doing the wrong thing. You want to argue back. Bro, that's just
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah. So for me,
three skills you want now.
So today's game, I mean, we just talked. Everything they both said was important, and we value that. But I think you got to be able to shoot, pass, dribble. At this point,
is that your top three?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I guess that is the top three. I almost look at it as one thing a little bit, but shooting in itself is shoot, pass, dribble.
Yeah,
like unless you just only a rim protecting lob threat. I think 1 through 4 for sure, and it's kind of with Jokic the way he's playing, and that's gonna trickle down. The 5, you want your 5-man for spacing wise. You don't want nobody to not be able to play your 5-man no more with how the game's played. But you got to be able to shoot, pass, and dribble to create spacing. That's what Steph's done to the game, and that's the mirror trickle down effect. And so now, because now the defense, especially at the college level, is so they scout you so much now. It's no more like back when we played, like you just showing up to the gym, you know a little bit about a guy, but you don't really know much, about him, to that sense. Now, even at our level, Synergy and all these different, film companies, where Huddle and such, everything. You could scout. In our league in particular, Adidas, I mean, you're talking about Indiana Elite, you're talking about Campman Magic, you're talking about Team Loaded, Southern Assault, all these high-level teams. I mean, these guys coached in college. Like my assistant from 2 years ago, he's at Oregon, and we have guys that come through the program, coaches that coach at the highest level. So like, guys are scouting, guys are scheming like against what you do naturally. So, for me, being able to shoot, pass, and dribble, and have like mixing that with IQ out there. It's almost imperative now. Like you can't play without it.
Nah, for sure. You name 4 though.
3 is shoot, pass, dribble.
I mean, number 1 for me got to be like IQ, because I wish I knew what I knew about basketball today when I was young. So to me, that's IQ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I could it would make everything easy for me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Shooting is probably 2. And the third thing, because everybody said all cool stuff, you know what I'm saying? And if we probably put it all together, it'd probably be just, a complete player. Yeah. Because TJ know I love the intangibles, because like that's what I had to do to be successful, But man, dribble that fucking ball, man. Be able to get to where you want to go, man.
Yeah. And dribble don't mean you got to be Kyrie to me. Like for my 4-man,
just know where you're going.
Yeah, just know where you're going. You can get to a dribble handoff. You can make a read where you're doing the dribble handoff. They blow it up. He backdoors. You can make that pass.
Yeah.
So like all those type of things, the way Draymond again and Golden State have revolutionized the game, and
people mention Draymond so much, and I remember when me and TJ was coaching our AAU team, people always be like, he could be like Draymond. Motherfucker kid 5'9", playing power forward, and they saying he could be like Draymond. I'm like, man, all right, bro.
Again,
like,
these NBA guys are special.
Right.
They're special still.
But like, that's what I was trying to point out. It's like, man, when Draymond ain't just busting out and dribbling, man.
No,
just showing you how to dribble the ball up the court.
Not at all.
The man is going down and dribbling to make a play.
Yes.
Right.
And the play is not for himself.
Ahead,
the play is for his teammate.
Yeah.
I don't think the kids back in the day when we was coaching, the kids or their parents understand that
Oh,
Draymond is getting the ball, pushing it to make a play.
Right.
Yes. And
For
he's
his
already
teammate.
thought 3 steps ahead of what's
Yeah, he
happening.
like, oh, shit,
He's
I
already
just stepped
envisioned
up,
what's
I'm
already
going, I'm using the
happening.
handoff.
Right.
The conversation we just had 2 conversations ago, he understands Steph,
Absolutely.
Clay.
Yeah.
These are the guys I want
Yeah.
to get the ball to.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't going over here and be like, Looney's open, shoot the 3.
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Now we trying to get to Steph and
For
Clay.
sure,
And if that ain't
for sure.
open, then the next option
Yeah,
is. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
sure.
So like
Yep.
understanding the options and the
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bro, I think the hardest thing with watching basketball now is just seeing kids setting themselves up for failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing. And like, cause we can talk to kids, y'all can talk to kids,
Yep.
and then you go to the game and seeing them do bullshit, and you like, bro, they don't understand, bro. It's gonna be so different, and you're not gonna make it.
I just think that like sometimes, man, it's like it's kids don't understand. It's nothing wrong with being the number 2 option, the 3rd option, the 6th man, the role player. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like because a team needs that.
Yeah.
So like even when you think about going to college and we get these kids like, hey man, like in college you most likely going to be a role player.
Yeah.
So what is your role?
Sure.
And so there's nothing wrong, and you know, again, we seen a number 1 option today.
Yeah.
You know, so like that guy knows, hey,
That motherfucker's an
hey,
ultra. My man is an ultra number 1 option. Like
AJ Devancer, yeah.
he's one of them ones. Like I
let me know
said,
what 4 you want to come with you.
yeah, type stuff.
for
Yeah,
real.
You want to bring your friends here? Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah, that's
and,
what
and,
it
and,
is.
and it's not that many guys gonna be able
Nah,
to do that.
No,
So that's why it's like to me, you should be quick to adjust to a role. But it's cool if you don't want to.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know what's so crazy?
Oh, he done had 2 shots. It's my turn to get a shot. Oh, you know, well they shot 2 and they ain't passed me the ball. So now when I get it, I gotta shoot. It's like, dude, that ain't the game, man. Like
Bro, it ain't, bro.
the number 1 option is the first look. The
Yeah.
second option is the second look. Hey, you go get the ball off the glass and get your putback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just understand
And I
what
think
put it
just
all together.
just growing up in Florida and just being around the game here for the last 20 plus years, just playing and then coaching. I remember I had a friend that was from New York when I was in middle school. He was so skilled. I didn't understand how like bro, y'all skilled. Like he's like, yeah man, we train in New York. We didn't have trainers like back then, right? So I always look at like Florida, because we're so athletic. Our kids are athletes and athletic. Now I feel like the training part of it in the last 10, 15 years or whatever the case has caught up to that. Where we're doing some of the stuff the Virginia kids were doing and some of these other areas, West Coast, Chicago kids, like those guys kind of like pick and roll. Like I never remember being young. TJ, you may be, your pops, you probably did, but like just being just a dude playing on the playground and stuff. I don't remember anybody ever showing me read, like necessarily pick and roll reads young.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like now our kids are starting to learn different things like that. And so we still kind of playing catch up in the training aspect, but we've always been so superior athletically. Now the skills slowly catching up, and you see now, like, you see pros, whether it's Anthony Simons and it's whoever, it's starting to be more because now these athletes are being more skilled.
No, yeah, that's true. But to me, that's more true because like the offense teams were running.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in the 90s, I mean, the pick and roll was really like prevalent because of Stockton and Malone.
Stockton Malone, yeah.
But
They really,
the Bulls wasn't running that.
Mark Price a little bit and Doherty, but
You know what I'm
a lot
saying?
of teams running that.
Magic, the Lakers was running it, but they was running gun then pick and roll.
Yeah.
But so I just feel like it's because, but today is, I can't say today. Well, yeah, like the last like 15 years it's been a bit all about pick and roll.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know
it's
what I mean?
changed the dynamic of things.
Or like the last 20 years maybe.
Yeah.
It's been all about pick and roll. So it's like,
CP3 and Nash. Well, Nash. Nash kind of, because, basketball is a mimic sport.
but what's funny though, you knew the pick and roll reads when you was a little kid?
Did you?
Rex Morgan was my high school coach. Rex played in the NBA with the Boston Celtics.
But were you
My
doing
high
pick and
school.
roll reads?
Yeah.
Y'all offense was pick and
I
roll?
did.
Yeah. That's
Really?
why that shit was.
I
See,
remember.
my offense
I
was
remember
pick and
running sets.
We
Like,
did, like
yeah,
14. So
you go
we had,
here, to go here.
I remember this played 14 high. It's like 4 across like shooting guard, bigs at the both elbows, and then my other guard. I pass it to the big. I cut through to the opposite side. Dewan will curl off the big, and then they have an empty side pick and roll on that side. And then if nothing happened, they swing to the other
man,
big.
That was elite for
we never had it. Even like Dwayne, to me, Dwayne Foreman in particular, he's a coach in the area too, but he was an elite level, like speed wise and handle wise. Bro. I don't even really. He may make answers. I don't remember him really running much pick and roll young. It was kind of sets, beat your guy in space, and such, more than like
guard too and fucking 1-on-1. I tell you,
bro.
Oh
man, he's the hardest person I've ever guarded in my life.
Lefty, and he a lefty too, bro. But fast as shit, bro.
Yeah, he was shifting dudes, man. He have you on the. They ain't have mixtapes then, but he.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Have you.
Just to kind of piggyback what we talking about, I feel like back then when we was growing up, we sat and watched full games.
Yeah.
We didn't have just let me go look at the highlights. No. So nowadays kids are looking at just only the highlights and then trying to go out there and mimic that shit, but not watching, like they don't have a full understanding of the game. Yeah, like we had to sit there and watch, like, okay, we watching the Bulls play. We watching Jordan them swing the ball. We watching, we watching the full game.
But what was you taking away though? You still was taking away the highlights.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
so I think
had to watch, like we understood, like, okay, let's say Jordan drove, but he kicked the Pippen had to make the next pass. Like
I ain't understand none of that shit.
You just knew that.
He was a big.
Yeah,
it's true.
So I think that they only watch clips and YouTube and short clips, right? Mm-hmm. That's just society. But like, I also think from being around a lot of trainers, guys that train guys, and yours is always high level and a little different. But like, I think guys don't in their training, because most of these guys are trained with trainers now. Mm-hmm. So within their training, they're doing one-on-one individual workouts. So you're working on skill set, one-on-one things. It's a lost art a little bit of, because they don't go outside and play pickup. They don't do those different things. They don't know how to play within a team aspect, and they don't know how to move. Something simple. That first practice that we have every year, it's going to consist of us putting spots on the court, wing, slot, corner. This is where you dunker, and pass, cut, fill. The simple stuff as most guys only know how to, get it and get in my bag.
Yeah.
Get it in my bag. It's not.
I'm sorry. Terrence Downs, we gotta send him this clip because he coached at Ohio State. And he just told me this, bro. Like, he said, we didn't have trainers growing up, T. He said, bro, all these fucking trainers. He said the same exact thing you said. I swear to God, bro. He was just like, bro, like, everybody think when they come to college, they're going to get in their bag. And say, nah, nigga, your bag is just, I'm catching, swinging on. I'm taking 2 dribbles and kicking.
You trying to get a quick advantage, get a 2, So it's like, it's not so much about getting, and that's the NBA game. Yeah. The NBA game is more of like, and even that's changed a lot, but it's more like, KD, you get the ball to KD, he getting in his bag. Yeah. But, just in general playing, like, I don't think guys know how to flow with the ball. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, the ball cut, feel, move, spacing, like that aspect, because everybody trains individually. Mm-hmm. Like I don't go to many trainings and watch guys training in a 5-on-5 setting or breaking it down in that part, right?
But this is why I talked to TJ about starting, like, I want to start a league. And the lead is just to like teach kids like that type of stuff. Yeah. Like more like a developmental lead of like teaching, spacing, IQ, just like you saying, putting the spots on the floor. You kind of, as soon as you hit the floor, you could kind of read it. Yeah. But that's the shit I learned like as an old NBA player, like a veteran NBA player. Like I kind of knew, like I could hit the floor with you, and I know where I'm gonna be at. Yeah. Based off of positions, based off skill set, I already know. Like, okay, if you're a better shooter than me, and we both playing the bigs, or I'm gonna roll and I'm gonna let you pop. But you know what I mean, versus both of us trying to pop because we fucking because we want to shoot the 3. You know what I'm saying?
And kids only think about, most kids, and not all, because there's some special ones, but most kids only think about getting the ball, and then when they get the ball, let me beat my guy. Boom, let me get my shot. When it's Jamin, who coached with us last year, Jamin Copeland at Ave Maria, right? He used to tell the kids, man, shoot it, drive it, move it. Shoot it, drive it, move it. Like on the catch, you gotta know: are you shooting it? You driving it? You moving it?
Yeah, that's true because it's like this. Like to think about it though, if when you a kid, right? How else you gonna score? Like if you don't know what you just said,
Yeah.
if you don't know the read out of a pick and roll, how the fuck I'm gonna get this ball in the hole?
And then it's also, y'all do know you're gonna play against your defender more without the ball than with the ball. It's the same.
But
way
you said again, you're gonna play with your defender.
You're gonna have to try to beat your defender more without the ball than with the ball, because the ball's not in your hand all game.
Yeah.
Right. It's the same on defense. It's like you're gonna have to defend off the ball more than on the ball. Some kids only play defense when they get the ball. They get the ball. They're like, oh shit, let's lock up.
Yeah.
And then when they pass off, they like. And you like, bro, you defending without the ball.
No, it's true. It's true.
That's an underrated skill, like you saying, being able to play off like without the ball, right? Underrated skill is being able to walk your man down, chip him a little bit, catch the ball, and then now he late. So now when you run, now I'm ripping and going, or now I'm doing this hard because you're coming to catch up to me. Now you have to back up, and I got to jump.
On both sides of the rock.
Yeah, both sides.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
They don't understand, and I try to teach kids, it's like, you're in a constant battle for a spot on the floor.
Yeah.
What spot do you want offensively? Where I want the ball. I want this spot. Cool. As a defender, my job is to not let you get to your spot.
Yeah.
So I'm fighting you for this spot. I'm not gonna let you
So check this out. Some of these are the things that make you a pro.
Yeah.
Cause like I was telling Junior the other day, I was like, bro, there's some players in the NBA right now today with your skill set right now today. You just as good. You just as good of a shooter, just as good as a ball handler.
Yep.
Right? You got your size. Your size is similar. Your athleticism is similar. But IQ wise, they know where they going. They know what they trying to do. They manipulating the defense on offensive end and the defensive end, just like you said. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to tell him. So like that's the next stage for you. I told him that the other night. Even if you don't even improve, like you still could play in the league with your mind.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I look at players like D'Angelo Russell. He play with zero athleticism.
Quick.
Motherfucker play with no. He bad.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of them bad, but man, bro, I just what you about to say though, Reese?
So for me, I so at the younger age, and this is what I plan on really trying to build on is at the younger age, I'm gonna take away I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna play a ton of 3-on-3. I think kids, if you play 3-on-3 and you limit dribbles, I start with one dribble, but I try to take away the dribble. Is that part learns one, how do I screen to get somebody else open, and then how do I get open myself without the dribble? So that teaches them how to move and flow with the ball. One, and then the second thing is in our youth program, I want to not allow pick and rolls into middle school. I think pick and roll is a little crazy, a little against the grain, but like I think the idea of pick and roll at the youth age turns into a 4-out and then the ball handler getting downhill and throwing up something at the youth age. And they never learn how to move and flow with the ball. So they all stand. If you go watch a 4th grade AAU game, you're going to see a point guard with the ball and somebody in the big setting the screen for them. And then that point guard coming off, you standing off of it. If he scores, that's cool. He may kick it to you for a shot. But they never learn how to move and flow with the ball. So I feel like if you take away ball screens, now it may make it hard, but if you take away ball screens and teach them, because I think you can teach that later. But if you teach them, if I say no ball screens, play ball right now with no ball screens. How do you get open? What do you do? If you can't beat your guy, what happens? Okay, I better go get somebody else open, screen away. I dribble handoff. All those different things come into play when you take away ball screens.
Yep.
So I feel like if I can teach the young guys that early, and then, once you get that, then we talk about pick and roll because really the job of the pick and roll isn't so much about you getting downhill and scoring like they think. No, it's you to get 2 on the ball. Like guys switch now, so now it's a mismatch. But overall, if they're not switching, now it's 2 on the ball. That means let the other guys play 4-on-3. And getting it out. And so And then guys you can teach them the shape, you know, the lift and all the different things, you know. But I feel like if you can start with the young guys, I'm taking away pick and roll. Hey, we may lose a game or something. Maybe we're not supposed to, but I don't care. I want you to learn this aspect first.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Been learning so, and we expecting 16, 17-year-olds in high school to understand that, and we get frustrated watching them. Like, we thinking, bro, they should know.
But don't know. You know why? But simply what Rick's saying though is like they not being taught that so they can explain why they doing things.
Yes, they don't know.
You see what I'm saying?
Because like really legit don't know.
Because like when I'm listening to you talking, right, I'm thinking to myself like, okay, we can't do pick and rolls. We got to cut and move. But it's like, okay, why am I setting the back pick? I'm trying to get my teammate open first.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if I get my teammate open for a layup, then probably the second time, my man going to want to help.
Yep.
And I'm going to be open. You see what I'm saying? So, like, to me, that type of stuff is kind of like somebody was telling me, this guy in South Carolina was telling me, he was like, hey, man, if you want to be selfish, be unselfish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
figure it out. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So be unselfish and set that screen to get the rock.
Yeah, no question.
Because your man got to help. If you don't help, your teammate get the layup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the same thing on the layup. He pointed out the layup how, like, if it's a 2-on-1 break and it's like, you just push it ahead. Yeah. You just pitch it ahead. Just pass it. Just unselfish. This one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
it's so true.
It is about creating an advantage.
Right? Yeah.
So anytime you can put 2 on the ball, pick and roll, they come trap, blitz, whatever, right? Or 2 on the body. I set a screen. I hold my guy and his guy. My guy stay with me. That's 2 on the body. We playing 4-on-3.
Sure.
Right? If my guy go help and his man stay, I'm open. We still playing 4 on. That's all we trying to do is just find an advantage.
Yeah.
Makes your shot efficiency go.
But in the youth aspect, especially elementary level, if you go to any of the games, it always turns into 4 out. They standing and watching, and then it's downhill and it's really just to try to get your best athletic guy a bunch.
That's how I was just gonna say.
It's turning into him trying to get a bucket.
1-on-1,
Because the emphasis at the youth level is like the people that are doing that is they just want to win.
Yeah.
And
I don't care about the winning.
I like that.
Yeah.
Like I had a buddy that coached junior magic. He like, yeah, man, I got them playing this 1-3-1 zone, and we winning because the other team can't figure it out. I said, bro, what age is this?
Right.
And he like, it was like 8U, bro. I was like, you teaching them a 1-3-1 zone in 8U?
Yeah.
I was like, do they want to play man? Oh, but they not good at man. It's okay. They need to learn how to play man because they're not going to be really good at that zone if they don't know how to play man. And you teach
older
them
you get, it's
the hardest zone to rotate. That's one of the hardest zones.
1-3-1, huh?
Yeah,
definitely hard one.
So you tell me they know how to play a 1-3-1 at 8U, but they can't play man?
Yeah.
I told him, I said, nah, man, you got to focus on man because that's the development aspect of it. Now, you might not win as much. You might lose some games, and the parents might be like, oh, we're not winning because they emphasize, the parents want to win.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but trust me, 6 games, 8 games, 10 games later, they're going to be like, yo, but they're playing some, because they pick up quick at that age.
For sure.
They're sponges. Kids are sponges.
Yeah, they are.
It's easier to learn when you're 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why you learn how to speak, learn how to write, learn how to walk, when we older, it's a little harder. Like we you know what I'm saying? So
that's why I believe in teaching them.
We and TJ just had that conversation. Because I don't know, you asked me about something, and I was telling you like how like, you learn the most within like a certain age, like maybe like 3 to like 8. You learn like the most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Something Mila.
Yes.
I remember.
Yeah.
You almost build all your habits at that.
Yeah. How smart you gonna be too? Like it starts like right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But look, what I want to ask y'all is like Rick's is like what's the thing that separates the Adidas circuit from the Nike circuit for kids who wanna choose?
So Nike. So this is our 14th year as an organization, 7th year with Adidas. And so I've been around the Nike circuit. I've been around all of it, and I always start with, whenever I'm asked that, because I'm asked that a lot, I always start with the fact Nike was the first circuit. They were the first ones to take a collection of teams and say, hey, we're going to put them in a circuit. In particular, Each One Teach One won one of the first ones, first championships. Booby Francis from here, they won one of the first Nike EYBL championships. And so I always say that it's almost like Walmart and Target a little bit. Like, Walmart started putting everything in one place first. Guys followed behind. So Nike was the first, right? And so Nike in particular having a lot of NBA athletes and such, so and LeBron and Jordan, it trickles down to that. So they put overall probably the most money in the circuit. Nike they do a lot of marketing with it. So they do a good job of in their marketing making it feel like, hey man, if you're not Nike, you can't do this or this or this. Now, what we've been able to do at Adidas, and I'll get to the differences, is I think over the course of the last 5 to 7 years, maybe even a little more than that, where Adidas has now put a lot of money into the market. Having James Harden, Dame Lillard, and the trickle down of that aspect has grown even our circuit in the sense. And so I think the biggest difference is Nike may put dollar for dollar more dollars into marketing. I think competition wise is similar, like in the sense where so our top team, a lot of our top teams in our league is we're fortunately now we won 16U last year. Compton Magic, Atlanta Celtics, Team Loaded, Southern Assault, all these teams. So our top half of our teams can compare with Nike in their top halves. What Nike may get a little bit more is maybe the depths of their team. Maybe our bottom half, quote unquote, of the league maybe not. Maybe there's a little bit more strength to that. But like nowadays, in the past few years, I think it's kind of gotten close with Adidas and Nike when it comes to just pure competition. They just announced the McDonald's team, the 24 kids. So Nike had 11 kids, Adidas had 9 kids. Under Armour had 1, so it was a bigger drop off there. Puma had 3 kids. So Nike and Adidas, the competition wise, like it's, and year to year it kind of changes or whatever the case. But I think now in the past 3 to 5 years, it's gotten a lot closer where the competition is similar. But I very rarely, whether I'm recruiting against an independent program, a Puma program, Under Armour, Nike, it don't matter. I very rarely talk about our circuit. I more so talk about our program, because I tell people all the time, you can be at a Nike, you can be on the EYBL, but be in a bad Nike EYBL program that don't do things well and don't. Nobody's put more kids into college in the last 5 years than us. I say that confidently, fact checked and all that stuff. Where we put more kids in our state into college more than any one other program in our state. And so I look at us as a high level program. Forget circuit. Yeah. So I always encourage parents, kids to identify programs, because you can be in a Nike program and you gonna wear your Kyries, you're gonna wear all the cool. Kyrie's not with no more, but KDs. Kids used to love the Kyries when he was Nike. KDs, you're gonna have bronze, you're gonna have the special EYBL shoes. That's cool. Just make sure it's a good program that you with. Some of the you got Mocan, even Rebels here is a good one. It's different programs that's really good. But you can be on the EYBL circuit and be lost. That's so I think it's big on finding a good program. But in just the pure competition of it, it's evened out more than probably the Nike guys would admit. I think it's pretty close when it comes to those 2 level circuits.
Okay.
But it's all about finding a program, a good program.
I got you. How has NIL changed the recruiting landscape at the college level?
That's good. That's a big one. It's changed it a lot. You see college coaches retiring because of it. Hall of Fame coaches. Jay Wright before last season just said, I'm out the blue. Tony Bennett, Virginia, national champion. I'm out. Larry Nager this year in the middle of the season. Oh man, I'm out. I can't coach these kids. So you got a regime that's done it a certain way in the past 50 years. Now maybe having to adapt to kids. Some of these kids make more than the coaches. There's a
lot of kids though.
It's not all of them. Now you got majority, like let's say Power 5 school. I'm talking Power 5. So
have 1 or 2 kids.
No, Power 5 schools. Majority.
One kid on each team.
Oh, well, more than the coaches.
Yeah.
I would say 2 to 3.
Damn.
Yeah. So I would say.
That's a lot.
Let's say SEC. Let's say SEC school, middle of the pack, whoever. They'll have.
That's a lot, bro. I didn't know
They'll
that.
probably have 4 to 5 guys.
That's why them coaches getting on down, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So it's like
a really good SEC team is gonna have 4 to 5 guys that college coaches making anywhere from 300,000. Power 5 coaches 300,000 to 500, 600, whatever it is.
They probably making more than that.
Not all of them. Some of the high level. So maybe the number 2 guy, such. But the 3rd, 4th assistant, they're probably in that 300 to 500
sure.
range, or whatever. Yeah. If you're a second, a high level guy, you may be making more than that. But if let's say 500 is the number for a college coach.
Assistant or head coach?
Let's say assistant coach. No, the head coaches are making more.
Yeah, they're making like $1 million.
I'm talking, so the assistant. So let's say with the assistants making 500, if you're at the SEC middle of the pack school, you probably got 5 guys that's making that or more. Like 4, I would say 4 to 6 guys making
per year
that or more per
year.
Per year.
That's sick.
So now some of the coaches some of the coaches that may be retiring have maybe they're having a problem with, hey man, how do I hold this kid accountable?
Tell me this though, do you think the coaches have a complex though? Because I don't think, because to me, I can't see a player just having, money wouldn't make me change on my coach, make me think I'm bigger than my coach.
No, it should.
Or he can't coach me.
The high level guys are still doing it. It's just still a factor. It's somewhat of a factor still.
Just like the knucklehead. So basically, you saying the knucklehead kids when they were poor, the motherfuckers more of a knucklehead when they got money.
That's a fact.
Kids in high school that don't want to listen to you as a coach.
Yeah,
They ain't even going to college.
So now they making a good amount of money. Well, and the biggest thing is now, because of them making money, guys had a certain level of hunger at those high level schools of, hey man, I got to work. I want to get to the league. I want to get to my pro career, whether it's Europe, NBA, or whatever, to make money. Now guys are coming in making a good amount of money, so maybe they don't get in the gym as much. I think John Henson was talking about this a little bit recently. Well, if I was making $1 million, I wouldn't have been in the gym as much as I was. In college, maybe.
That's a little. But I understand.
Yeah.
But most kids wasn't in the gym anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
When I was in college, man, everybody would get in the gym.
Yeah.
The coach had to, man. My coach had to.
Yeah.
Man, coach, one time my coach yelled, we had a gym at LSU called a dungeon. It was stairs upstairs, and then you go in a dungeon training. Right. Man, my coach yelled at me, Brandon, you gotta say something for the game tomorrow. Because I had in my brain, I had a routine. I had to do what I needed to do.
Yeah. The
day before or leading up the week before leading up for the game. I had to do these. I don't give a fuck how tired I am in the game. In my mind, I just had to do it.
Yeah.
So I can't see myself. I wouldn't change it, but like I said, majority of my teammates, they was really talented and all that. But a lot of them didn't just work on their game.
Live in the gym.
I had a teammate, bro. When I was in college, man, never missed a mid-range J.
Yeah.
Never missed a 3. When we doing 5-on-0, this man never missed. Yeah. And he barely spent time working on his J.
Sure.
But dog, the man make all those shots, bro.
Yeah. So now, and it also changes the dynamic of college basketball and all this stuff in general, just because now instead of a kid that was, some kids, when they were really good in college basketball, regardless, they were going to start their pro career. Now it's like, unless you're a for sure first rounder, guys are coming back because they're making more money in college. So now it's harder for freshmen when you come in because now college is about being older.
You got a grad student.
Hunter Dickinson, guys that have been in college for a long time. A lot of these older seniors, they're older now. So it just makes it harder for freshmen because guys are staying in college as long as they can.
That makes sense.
They don't want to take no high school kids.
Like
a lot of them don't know how to play the right way. Like, and they job on the line, bro.
Yeah.
College coaches job on the line, bro.
It's only a few special freshmen. It, again, just talking about Power 5 level, but it's very hard to impact the college level when you talk about freshmen at that level. I mean, you see some of them like Cooper, but and BJ and some of the guys.
So I think, and you might be able to answer this too, is I think that the college coaches that are leaving, they never really wanted to manage pros. And I think college basketball is now
like managing pros.
Managing pros because they're making money, right? So So like you were in college, you weren't getting necessarily paid like that at the time. You were, who knows? But that coach compared to the pro coaches, did they manage y'all different? Coach y'all
absolutely,
personality wise? Because I was managing men that made money, pros. So
that's true. Yeah, because like most of the coaches in college is like more firmer.
They're like teachers.
Disciplinarians.
Yeah.
And in the NBA, they kind of like, a lot of them is they kind of massage you a little bit. They be firm, but they massage you a little bit more. They ain't doing no massaging in college. You may massage your best player maybe.
Yeah.
But like, I had coaches in the NBA that massaged like a bunch of different personalities.
Yeah.
Because they all was the guy. They all making, you got 3-4 guys making max money.
Yeah.
So you massage them a little bit more. So I think even like guys like Nick Saban, for example, like to me, he's more of like a person, like kind of like, I don't know if dictator is the word, but like I feel like he just
my way or
the highway type dude. And in the NBA, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Some coaches do it though still. Yeah. Like I feel like Greg Popovich do it still.
Yeah.
But he's like one of 30.
That kind of earned it too.
You feel me? But so he might not just be the only one, but it may be a couple. But if a lot more try to do it, they don't last.
Yeah.
Shit, no, man.
Like,
you gotta massage, especially your best player.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's like part of like, you know, kind of how you was talking about how you skillfully pick players.
Yeah.
Like I feel like as a coach in the NBA, you got to skillfully like understand like, okay, you my best player. Like I got to build a really good relationship with you so that you can help me coach everybody else. Mm-hmm. So if we got a good rapport where I can coach you up, you man kind of let me coach you up, and I'm gonna be able to coach the whole group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, type thing.
Yeah.
But in college, like, man, them niggas like, my way.
My way or the highway. So, and that's why guys like Patino does better in college. Calipari, they took their swing at the league, and it kind of wasn't for them per se. More so, they go back to college and they're very successful. Mm-hmm. Just a coaching style and a model.
Yep. So those are the same guys that today quitting.
Yeah. No question.
Quitting,
They're getting out. They're getting out.
Well, Cal said, I got to go somewhere where they got the money.
Yeah.
All that. Maybe better adjust, man.
But now the other side of that coin now is like Cal went where there's more money, Arkansas. Yeah. But now because these teams shift so much each year, you don't have the same continuity. In college before, you knew you had a young guy, he was learning my system. Now, second year, he ready to run my system. Now you getting these kids from different places, like you got a kid from FAU, the transfer portal, and you're trying to put together a team and ingrain your system faster. So they're more so now coaching in our model as AAU.
Yeah.
Before they were high school coaches, they had time to put all their beautiful sets in, their different things, their culture, their system. Now it's like, no, this kid's here for 1 year. He's actually only here for a couple months. He's here from September to March. And from there, he's out of here. So now how do you get them to do it?
The kid we saw earlier, like when we was talking outside, he said, he's going for BYU for $7 million for a year. Oh, my bad, 6 months.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure. So Yeah, it makes it tough. It makes it tough. Is it like you said? It's more the NBA model, AAU model in a sense. Honestly, now, so it's you deal with that.
Hmm. What you love most about the AAU? You know, running your AAU program. What you love most about that?
Man, I found I got into it. You know, again, trying to shift my hunger and passion of playing and love for the game into another area. But then once we kind of got around the point of starting to send kids off to school, and I really started calculating how much money and impact that we really have on the communities and different things and opportunities. And I started to see more into the mentorship aspect, being around certain kids that it was a large chance that kid probably don't make it, and he will be down on a whole different path. And then when I started seeing that, kind of seeing the impact of that, that became more of my love and passion about it, more than just only the basketball part. Again, I got into it thinking something, and once I really got into it, I was like, oh man, like, wait, man, I just changed this kid whole family trajectory. Like he wouldn't have made it, and now he's, now with NIL, he's making money early. I have certain kids that bought their mom's houses from NIL and such, and bought, changed lives.
Yeah.
And so like now it's like, man, you really are really impacting, not just rolling the ball out or teaching the kid how to play basketball. Now you affecting generations a little bit, in your small little world. So that became my love and passion about it more than just teaching basketball.
That's cool. That's cool, man. This is a question for all y'all. Like, what are something you had to overcome in life that could be an inspiration to others?
You wanna go first, C? Yeah, I got it.
Had to overcome.
That could be an inspiration. I ain't gotta be that deep, bro.
No, I'm just saying, yeah, but I ain't really. Besides, like where I come from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was mine. Like, growing up how I grew up, it was just hard to make it out. So that inspiration for me was just like, as I always told you, I was looking around and like, bro, I can't be like none of these niggas. That's like the best advice I got.
Yeah.
Just don't be like them niggas.
Yeah.
And so that was my motivation.
Yeah, I think mine, biggest thing I had to overcome is my pops went to jail for 18 years when I was in 10th grade. Damn. So at a pivotal part of my life.
10th grade, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we were close. I was close with my dad, fishing, young, and like we had a great bond. So just not having them there, and having the impact of, seeing the impact on my mom and what she had, had to do to, just work, how hard she had to work to keep the same lifestyle and all these different things or whatever the case. That was a major thing to overcome. It's always blessings in disguise of everything, because now I have kids I'm coaching that go through similar things. Like I have a kid on my team where we joke about it a little bit all the time that come through the program, where it's like our lives kind of mirror each other. His dad, same time frame, and so I'm able to relate with the kids in a different aspect because of it. So it's always those blessings in disguise in tough situations. It was tough going through it, but but I love when my dad ended up getting out. Like we close bond still. And
How many years later?
18.
He did the whole 18.
He did. It was 20 years. He did 18 of them.
But what did he do, bro?
It was drug charges.
Oh, drug charges.
It's conspiracy drug charges, and but a lot of times federal, a little bit I do know, like with federal charges, you usually don't serve as much, but you He lived by the quote unquote code, didn't tell on no one, and all those different things. So he did a lot of his time himself. And so, that's part of the,
18.
most of those guys, they get 20 years. They're doing 10 years. They're doing 8 years. They're not doing the whole thing. But he did majority of his time. And
is he around now?
Yeah. And, I was fortunate, because I always say in real life, I'm in real estate. So I invest in real estate and do different things. So when he got out of jail, I was able to take care of him, get him set up, and vehicle, living situation, get him set up. And so that was a good lesson for me, and being able to have him prepared, like he was taking care of me before he went into jail. So I was glad that I stayed on a great course, never went down the path that he did ultimately. But largely because I saw that, I was like, man, I'm never going down that path. And so I was able to be in a good position to where when he got out, I was able to, take care of him.
Sure.
So
that's cool. That's cool. What about you, Rob?
I would say just growing up single parent, just growing up with my mom, never really knew my dad. I mean, I know, I talked to him, but never really grew up around my dad. So like when you think about all the things I have been taught in my life, playing sports, basketball, baseball, watching, it's just me. I just teaching myself, you know what I'm saying? Mom used to work night job at the airport when I was young. I'm talking like 5, 6, 7. Grandmother would come and stay sometimes and obviously watch me, but my grandma lived in New York, so whenever she go back, I would actually be home at night, like by myself at like 6, 7 years old, and my mom would be like, I would learn how to cook, or she might leave me some money. I walk across the street, living in LA, to the Burger King to get some food and stuff, but just, it taught me how to be independent, it taught me how to, if you want to do something, you can do it on your own. You just got to take the time and work ethic and just, teaching myself how to play sports and things of that nature. And then, I would say older, y'all know my background, I did rap, and then I coached basketball, and I played basketball. So like just being different, like being Asian in the rap game, or being Asian growing up playing basketball. It was a lot of us, that was something that I always had to fight and overcome, was the stereotype of, even just being on the basketball court. Hey, who got next? Oh, you got 5 already? Yeah, I got 5 already? All right, cool. Who got next? I'll get last downs. Don't punch your ass. Next time I come, hey, you want to run? Oh, now you want me.
Yeah, you can play.
But just knowing that, it was always all right, it's cool, man. I proved myself, man. Yeah. That's fine. I get it. I understand it. I may not have to agree with it, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? And I always took that with me through life, and really anything I did. So.
That's cool, man. So, what happens when you think that affected you negatively? Like, cause like, like a 2-parent household versus a 1-parent household. Do y'all think it affect you negatively, or what? Or you think at some point, like, you think you lack something?
I got a theory. I think it was designed to have 2, right? Mm-hmm. I believe it was designed for father and mother to raise a child. Now, do mothers get it done without them? Do fathers get it done without them? Yes. I do think you end up lacking some, but even in that lack, you end up building strength and character. All these different. There's some things that come out of it good, but I do believe in the model of father and mother raising a child, and I think that both are equally needed in different ways.
No, that's a fact. That's why I asked it, because I truly feel like, because you know how you think kids who grew up without their dad, you think they're more emotional? I mean, like boys are more emotional.
I think it depends on the home. I think it depends on the home. Like how like I'm not generally like a very emotional. I grew up with my mom. I didn't really grow up with my dad.
You ain't emotional at all?
No, I mean, of course I have emotions and I can get emotional, but I'm not like a.
No, but not like that. But it's like, it's just like. But that's a good point too, though. It's about like how, depending on how your mom is.
Yeah, like my mom is Chinese, like stern. She ain't showing no emotion. She, you know what I'm saying? Like very just. You better get up and go to school. It's like Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? So, I think there is a theory. I kind of agree with you. It's always a gift and a curse, a negative and a positive to every situation, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah, because I kind of just feel like you definitely I definitely feel like you're supposed to have both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think like naturally you lack something.
Yeah.
I think it's important that you just figure it out
Mm-hmm.
and try to make it a strength.
Yeah.
So, both parents should definitely strive to live in a household together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
100%.
You know what? Check this out. Do you think a man is loves conditional or unconditional?
Yeah.
By
Kids,
by the significant other, by a woman, by the opposites. Yeah, by a woman. Yeah. Do you think a man is love conditional or unconditional? What y'all think?
I think I got a theory. I kind of got a theory about it, but I think it grows to unconditional. I think in this case by case, but I think a lot of times it grows to unconditional because a woman to me naturally looks to a man for security, in the sense to protect her. Kind of even like the old days where the man went and hunted and bought the food back. Like I think all that translate even to today where a woman still looks for that security and protection. So that's a condition. You know what I'm saying? So they do that. They kind of identify that, I think, based on the condition. But I do think I've been married 14 years now. So like I do think it grows to be unconditional over time.
You think or you know?
I know.
You said two words right there. You said both. You said no.
I think no.
I think no.
What do you think, DJ? Yeah, I remember what Chris Rock said, bro. Chris Rock said only kids and women are loved unconditional, bro. I'm just asking the question just to figure out if it's true.
I can hear that.
You're gonna be a piece of shit if you can't provide for your family, and you're gonna be talked about.
Yeah.
So shit, it's under conditions, and like you said, it does grow to be eventually unconditional.
Yeah.
But I feel like if
But what y'all mean when y'all say that? I bet y'all can't explain that.
If them conditions, it's unconditional because it's like, all right, man, this nigga, I got a great dude. Look at all this shit he do for me.
Yeah.
So then it becomes like she start thinking like, dang, I really like, she loving you unconditionally. But then like,
explain to me how it grows to unconditional. I'm listening.
I think.
Let me hear this shit.
Like I think right now, if I lost everything, my wife would stick it out with me, right? In the sense of like, I think if our conditions all change, because we've grown to that point where I think the conditions mean 99.9.
Was she with you when you didn't have anything?
That's
what I'm saying now.
Was she with you when you didn't have anything?
Yeah. She was with me during we was together for a long time. So
when you didn't have nothing
during that transition, yes.
So okay.
Yes.
So that's a little different.
Yeah, that's true.
But the thing about it is, because she used to, but the thing about it is, if you lost it all a day, would she hold you accountable for it? Would she be mad about you for it? Would you argue with your body every day to where y'all grow?
Part. I mean, that's always a possibility. I don't think so. I think she's that type where.
But we ain't gonna get personal. She may end up saying it.
But I can see how even somebody in my similar position, that happens and they grow apart.
Yeah.
I like to think that wouldn't happen, but.
Right, because it's like it's one of them things where it's like, is what it is or what?
Yeah.
Because none of us want to say that's the case, but it's just proven on so many different levels. Like for example, like when women like let's say back in the day, like the support a woman get versus the support a man get. If a man fell off today, he can't get government assistance.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like you might go to jail if you can't pay child support.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's like everything is kind of conditional for a man. You really gotta, be a man. Like
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta be a man.
Yeah.
Bro, get your ass up, brother.
Yeah.
Versus like, come here, baby.
Yeah, no question. it's a lot
I
of
saw
that.
this picture of it was a man and a woman riding on a bus. The man was the picture under the man was like, and look at this nigga riding the bus. And the picture under the woman was like, she doing the best she can. She on the same bus.
Yeah, on the same bus. Yeah, that's
I going to the same job.
So to me, like, we definitely want our women to love us unconditional, but to me, just as a person, you know, you got to kind of have that in the back of your mind, like, bro. I mean, and it could be your motivation. It could be the things that inspire you every day.
Yeah.
But to me, that is kind of like similar to all arenas in life to a man.
Yeah.
Would you say the chick love you unconditionally? Like if y'all get together and you ain't got shit, she ain't got shit, y'all both in college or y'all both in high school and y'all get together, would you say it's unconditional then and then it would grow into condition?
Nah, it's still conditional there too, because it's other things that she like you for.
Yeah, but if you ain't
Now I'm gonna give you an example.
talk to me.
If your ham was working strong and then it stopped working later on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she may be, you feel me? Like that's a condition. You ain't got no bread, but you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just
No, for sure. That's a fact.
So. But if a woman is like, yeah, it's okay, baby. Like.
Well, future say. Big bro, he said, I'm a rich nigga, but fuck her like a broke goose. That's why I like Future.
There go his line. There go his quotable line.
But let me tell you something. Look. TJ been waiting for the podcast to go dirty, bro. Nigga been actually waiting for it, but so we'll mix in some dirtiness for you, TJ, bro.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I can talk dirty right now.
It's definitely one. But nah, it's just something just to think about, talk about a little bit.
Nah,
what make y'all boys happy, man? What make y'all happy, bro? So we coming to the end of this thing. What make y'all happy, man?
For me, now I have 3 boys. So now they all in their different phases. I have a college junior, 11-year-old, 8-year-old. Now having the 2 little ones going through that process, just being a part of that journey. I'm in that phase where now everything is a little bit of a legacy building to hand something over. So for me, just putting things in place to make sure they don't have to go through some of the maybe hurdles I had to. That's kind of where my happiness and motivation kind of stems from.
Okay.
Yeah, man. For me, I mean, it's really peace, and my kids. My kids make me happy, man. Like, it's nothing like just hanging out with my kids. I mean, all the other stuff we do, it satisfies a certain part of me. Whether it's the passion for the love of basketball, or whether it's it feels good to help kids and mentor them. But at the end of the day, my kids make me happy. Anytime I'm with them, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I got peace, happy. It used to be maybe younger. Damn, the more money I make, the more happy I am. And it's like you just realize that ain't really important, man. What's important is, that your family and even legacy stuff and making sure you set them up and just to give them more than start them off ahead of where maybe you started.
Thanks.
Peace too, man. I enjoy peace, man.
Even like your kids make you happy, even when you eating and you only got a couple pieces of wings left and they actually
They want them.
You still happy?
Yeah.
Oh, you happy to give it to
them? I
them?
ain't gonna give it to them.
Yeah, for sure.
I be like, did you finish your wings? Cool, I'm gonna finish mine.
What about you, T?
Man, I said, my wife and kids, and then just being able to do so much, like do for them, and see them smile, like, and giving them the life that I didn't have growing up. That's everything for me. And it might be conditional.
So I think we all 3 said that, right? And I know seeing you. So like I say that because I think that's where we all, as men, that's a lot of us. I remember Jay in particular. He did an interview, and
Jay Slander right here.
no, it's
boy.
not Jay Sander.
Okay,
No,
good.
it's not Jay
Tyler,
Sander. But he did an interview where they was talking about with his daughter, like, it was, I think Blue was younger at the time, but it was like, do you go out your way to make sure that you don't give her as much, so because you want her to have to know how to earn it like you did and such. I'm paraphrasing, but he said yeah, because she don't have to fight the same battles I fight. I had to fight in a sense, so I had to equip her with different things. So I think a little bit of me is like I feel like I got some of my hunger because of how all of us probably was raised. We weren't, our kids, obviously most of our kids have more than what we had. Is there an aspect of like that hunger that you still try to like find ways to sprinkle in with the kids or what? But like, I just remember Jay saying in particular, like, no, I don't make her. I give her I give her the life that that I didn't have because, she has to be equipped different for the world than I did.
For sure.
So
That's a good one.
You know
a little
bit of that. I want my little kid to have that hunger. A little bit too, but.
Yeah.
You got a way to put it in them.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a good one because like when sometimes when my wife be trying to tell me like she may say like anything like when it comes to parenting, I'm like, shit, it's my first time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I ain't perfect when it comes to it.
Yeah.
But I know through experience that what you said is true. And what Jay said is true. Is like, I'm naturally gonna give my kids the best I can give them. But I know I gotta equip them with different things to give them hunger, like I'm experiencing as we speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because what's going to get Junior to the NBA is not his motivation to get into the NBA. Is not going to be the same as mine. It could be similar, but it's not the same as mine.
Mm-hmm.
It could be for himself, but my shit was bigger than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So from experience, I know like that's a true statement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nowhere in the world I'm about to tell my son, bro, you get one pair of shoes, bro. Take them shits off, wipe them off when you get home, and put them back in the box. That's what I did.
Yeah.
And I put my old shoes on to go out and play.
Yep.
Man, then Junior
Just told
so
some kids that.
yeah.
I was looking at the kids and
Junior messed up.
Stay on Go.
Junior
He
messed
stay
up.
on Go.com and them shoes.
No.
I said,
But
man, y'all in here with $400 sneakers playing games, bro. Like, this is crazy.
No. Rob, listen, Brandon Jr. is sick. Without trying to be sick though. That's the problem. The kid ever since he was a young kid, like he probably 7, 8 years old, bro. I'm telling you. I say, hey June, we about to go shoot outside in the front yard. That kid to go get some shit fresh out the box.
And you looking at him like,
what you doing, bro?
What you doing? It's outside.
Like if when you see Junior right now, when you go ask him, when you see him alone, ask him about it. Fresh out, he still do it to this day. You didn't get him. You got him with so many pairs of Adidas.
Yeah.
I got him with so many pairs of Nikes or whatever. He still do the same thing. My man be playing. Look, this basketball season. Put it to you like this: when I was playing in my basketball season, I probably had maybe 2 pair of shoes. The school gave us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that kid probably in this season, he probably done played in. What you think, TJ?
I'm gonna say about 12, 15.
Pairs?
I say probably more than that.
But that's not even including.
Close. Yeah.
That's not even including just going to the gym.
Yeah.
It's sick, bro. And he ain't thinking like, okay, I'm gonna say these. Cause I even tell him, bro, why don't you say these for this? Say them for that. He like, man, all right, bro.
Just different mindset.
different, man.
Yeah. But usually a kid like that, when I was young, when we was young, we stunting on you. We do that.
Yeah.
He ain't even thinking like that.
Yeah.
He thinking like shit, just whatever. Like
That's because most of them kids is doing that, dog. It's crazy. I be like, bro, those are like $500 shoes you wearing to play basketball in. I wasn't wearing $500 shoes to play
facts,
basketball. Bro.
facts.
But it's
They cost
his
$500.
personality
Like,
too.
Yeah.
He ain't even thinking about it.
Yeah,
He just
nah. He the last person that would stun on you. So it's just like, he's just so oblivious a little bit too. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's what it is.
you know.
And you know what? I ain't never really stopped him. I just laughed at him.
Yeah.
In my head though, I'm just like, bro, dude tripping. I go, yeah, that's what I be saying to myself. Yeah. But my last question would be well, maybe not my last question. But do you guys love to win or hate to lose?
Ooh, that's a good question. I actually hate to lose, I think.
Yeah.
I hate to lose. Yeah. Like, it's weird because, like, and just talking basketball, but, like, I could win a game and I don't be like, wow. Now the 60U championship is different.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But, like, we win a game and it'd be like, sometimes I see the kids go crazy because they won and I'm just like, just get to the shit, handshake line. Like, we got to win. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, when I lose, man, I be thinking about that thing for like days or out. Like, damn, what could we have done better? What could I have done better? And I'm just talking about basketball, but I think just mindset wise, like with everything in life, it's more a hate to lose than love to win. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that drives you. You know.
I think I'm opposite. Like yeah, just some of the guys I grew up with at coaching the program, Marcus and Chancey, some of my best friends. They probably would attest that I love to win more than some of it's correlated together, but I love the aspect of winning. I love figuring out how to win, and I love like being the winner. Like I love being the winner more than I hate being the loser. I in everything, like in everything. I love to win.
You love to win? TJ, you want to ask you a question again? What is it for you, TJ?
I love to win, bro.
Yeah.
Motherfucker be lying like a motherfucker.
I think T hate to lose just knowing to play.
I hate the fucking
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
I hate to lose everything though, like
Yeah.
cards, Uno,
All that.
dominoes, Monopoly. Like I don't even care about. I just don't want to lose.
All right.
I spend more time trying to figure out how to win than worry about losing. Like I feel like
No,
a
but
lot.
I think because I hate to lose so much,
Yeah.
I do the same.
Yeah.
So they do correlate.
That's why it's such a dope. It's such a dope question.
Like I do the same thing because I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to lose so bad
Right.
that I got to figure out how I'm gonna play this damn card and these cards in spades right
Yeah.
now. Like,
Yeah.
I really
Do you
don't wanna lose.
do you don't want to lose so bad to where you cheat to win?
No.
Why?
I don't like it.
Why?
Because,
Integrity.
Yeah.
But why?
Because I don't feel like
You hate
I
to
won.
lose. You wouldn't like hard foul somebody and maybe hurt them.
No.
Maybe.
You wouldn't try. No,
Late game 5.
Yeah.
Hey, no, you gotta go make that at the free throw line. Yeah, I would do that. That's different. That's not cheating. That's just a hard
Would you
foul.
tell a referee like, you'll be like cheating? Like, would you like?
It don't feel like you won if you cheated.
No, but I'm saying if at the end of the game, the ball you could trick the referee some kind of way. You doing it?
Oh, I'm working the refs.
Working the dog shit out of the world.
No, no
Hey,
question.
man, I ain't
See-
gonna be like
see-
if they I'll be like, oh, that's us, and he's like,
Yeah.
yep, that's you, and I'm like, oh shit.
So,
we
like,
stepped out.
Look at this, bro. Look at this. Like, you know how in the street world, like where like guys are like ratting on each other.
Mm-hmm.
You think them boys hate to lose? Because like I feel like, cause you cheating.
Yeah.
You saying they caught us.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
They caught us.
you knew what you signed up.
You know what I'm saying? Like you. you want your boy to lose because you got caught.
Yeah.
You know, versus like, you know, taking your liquor, so to speak, and just
Or
letting your boy get away.
Putting the people on the nigga that's eating.
Yeah.
Eating. Man, I'm finna put the people on him. So now I can be the big dog.
Yeah.
That's the thing too.
That's hate to lose.
True.
Though.
That's a hate to lose type.
Because you could love to win, and y'all can coexist. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm like you. I struggle when I lose too, though. Like as far as like, I'm gonna think about it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like for my wins, I handle my wins a lot better. I'm so grateful for my wins, bro. When I lose, man, I be dealing with that fucking loss, boy. Yeah, but I deal with it on so many different levels. Like, I'm looking at it as a lesson. I'm looking at it like, man, I lost.
I didn't prepare.
All kind of shit.
Like,
all kind of, and then,
things.
but when I win, it's like, I won, I'm good, man. Shit, let's go, nigga.
When you win, right? Do you get the feeling? See, I feel like when I win, it's like I'm supposed to win. So it's like
That's how you feel when you win.
I'm supposed to win. I prepared. Whether it's I prepared to win, I prepared for this moment. I did everything I'm supposed to do to win. Now sometimes in sports,
I kind of get
helps.
I kind of get that, so to speak. Like meaning, like if you practice on your J's so much, like you kind of like somewhat like expected to make it, and then when you miss it, you're so disappointed. I got you.
Wins as long as when you lose, because you like, bro, how'd I lose? I'm not supposed to lose.
But I still love to win. Over hating to lose.
Yeah, me too.
That's just, but to me, a lot of this shit is like personality things, and it could be a negative,
And they actually,
or it could be a positive. You see what I'm saying? It could be.
They mean the same thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of, you know what I'm saying?
They're off one tree. It's definitely off.
It's kind of the same, but it got some little
different
trickery things in them.
I think that hating to lose makes my competitiveness so strong. Like,
I definitely think
like
the people
so much
who
fire.
I definitely think the people who hate to lose may be a tad bit more competitive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like me loving to win, I can handle losing better. I handle losing a little bit better versus somebody who hate to lose.
Yeah.
They handle losing bad.
Now I think that we all know this answer, but like with Mike, MJ, did he hate to lose or love to win?
I think he hated to lose.
He hated to lose.
That's what I think.
Yep.
See, yeah, I think that because they so competitive, but
Kobe is get tricky though.
Yeah,
Kobe
it's a
get
little
tricky.
different for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I remember him saying one day, like he was like, Jordan is so motivated by things and people. He was like, he not motivated by that. Man, Kobe actually said like he's motivated by nature. And I kind of still don't kind of understand what he meant. You know what I'm saying? But that's what he said, you know. And he said like that was one of the differences. He said that he said the difference between them two, and he also said that his left hand is better than Jordan's left hand.
No, for sure.
That's what he said.
Wow.
This is what he said.
Play with his left hand.
Yeah.
But the fact that he goes
said
to that extreme.
To compare him to something.
Yeah. See, I think guys like, and the reason why I was a little torn on it in that sense, I think guys like, especially Kobe, like you said, I would bet that he had a extreme satisfaction with figuring out the science of winning. Like that part is why I say I love winning more than losing. I enjoy the science of figuring out like how do I win more than the aspect of losing, hating the aspect of losing.
I'm with you on that, cause I'm up for that.
Yeah, I'm up for figuring out how to
Yeah,
win.
yeah, I'm up for
I
that.
think I think that's because you hate to lose.
Definitely, I'm saying.
It's
You-
because you hate
it
to
ain't-
lose.
it- it-
It's
but-
so
yeah.
But check this out,
rough to
check
figure
this
out how to win.
Everything you got to do to
So,
win this
but-
Jordan hates to lose. Kobe loves to win. Same person.
But what I'm saying is that damn, I had it, but it's like it ain't that I hate to lose. I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just take
Every
that hate
winner,
out.
yeah,
I just don't want to. But
because-
you can still say the same, but I don't want to. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna win. However, no matter the situation, I'm trying to figure out how to win. How to win. Period.
My satisfaction for figuring out how to win is greater than the hate and the feeling I have when I lose.
When you lose.
Now, again, they connected, but at the same time, 51 to 49% or something in that regard is I enjoy figuring out how to beat you.
Look, this why another reason why Kobe is so different than Jordan is because like, did I tell you about when he said about Draymond Green one time?
No.
So one time we was in Utah and he was like, this was 2000 and maybe it was 2016, and Draymond was like, you know, this was the year Warriors was 73-9. They was winning so much. They probably had won the championship the year before, and I think me and one of the video guys, we was talking about Draymond or whatever, and then we asked Kobe about it, and like almost was Draymond a top 5 player in the league at that time? And Kobe was like, yeah.
Wow.
And it shocked me because it's like, in my head, I was like, bro, he ain't like you though. He ain't a bucket like you. He ain't trying to go get a bucket like you. But he was like, but yeah, his impact on winning, that shit shocked me, bro.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, when people compare Jordan and Kobe, yes, they are so similar, but they different too. You know what I'm saying? Because that definitely shocked me.
Yeah.
When he said that. Because I would have bet money
Yeah.
that he would have chose somebody else, and Draymond would have been the fucking top
Yeah.
fucking 100 or something, like, you know.
Yeah.
But how he impact winning, bro? Kobe put him top 5.
Wow, that's big time.
Huh?
That's big time.
Yeah, man.
And again, that's an insight into how you view it, and that's that winning, losing aspect of things.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because I didn't even think he valued winning that much. I thought he valued like getting off more than winning. To me, from the outside looking in, don't you think?
Yeah, especially like when Shaq first left and that window when he was just going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you always like, hey, dang, he averaging 35, but do we even care that they not winning
True.
or whatnot? You kind of questioned that a little bit, but
And just like you said, though, he was locked into figuring out how to win
this way as the guy,
his way.
yeah, as the number one, without that stigma, Shaq, yeah.
So to me, this is why it's cool to have conversations, right? Because like you get to kind of like break things down, have different perspective about different things, and maybe you could pull something from it. You know what I'm saying? Something from just having a conversation and breaking things down, because things that's not like as obvious as they seem.
Very much.
But yeah, man, y'all got anything else y'all want, be with the podcast, man?
Oh man, I enjoy watching all the episodes, man. I always tune in, so definitely an honor and pleasure to be a part of it.
Go on, plug the Super Bowl performance next weekend, man.
I'm PG Lane, marketing team, so Kendrick February 8th, he gonna, it's gonna be up there with MJ and Whitney Houston and all the great performances.
I think he's gonna do a hell of a job too. We're gonna be locked into it.
Top 5 Super Bowl performances ever?
People gonna crown,
It's gonna be up there, bro.
People gonna crown it.
You know why it's gonna be up there? Because he got such inspirational records.
Yeah.
He got the song of fucking the last so many years with the Not Like Us record.
And it's just about how he's gonna unveil it. Like,
And I hate that. You know what? I hate that record is that big because he calling Drake a pedophile, bro.
I know. Yeah.
And
There's casualties in war.
but like there don't supposed to be no rules in it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. Kendrick, I'm looking forward to an incredible show, man.
Yeah, I am too. Chiefs, I got Mahomes, I think. Mahomes, this is a Mahomes jersey when he played
Yeah,
baseball.
who y'all got winning Super Bowl? Mahomes?
Oh, yeah, man. Until somebody beat him, I don't think anybody can beat him.
And this would be the 3P, right?
Yeah, first three. Well, yeah, I think the first 3 picks.
In
Might
football,
be one
right?
of those old teams that did 3P in football, but
Cowboys repeated it.
did they? I thought they did too.
I don't think nobody 3P'd.
This would be the first team.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought it was 2. But
maybe
not
maybe
Victor.
2, maybe 2.
49ers, Cowboys.
Nobody 3P'd.
Nope,
No,
nobody
no.
did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then he might not
think-
win.
Yeah, I mean, until somebody beat him, man.
Yeah, man.
TJ, you want to lead the podcast or something, bro?
Yeah, man. Make sure you have the right people around you. It'll help keep you sharp. That's the key to longevity in life.
Facts.
Okay, now somebody gotta have a joke. We can't be serious all the time.
Oh man.
I told TJ, bro, we can't have a podcast, bro. We gotta bring some funny people on the podcast. We can't be so serious on the podcast.
Yeah, we gotta be, because sometimes people don't have what about people that don't never hear this in life?
Yeah.
Don't never hear that.
Hey, just like I was telling the kids about basketball, they be fighting it.
Fighting.
Yeah, you know right from wrong. But nah, the goal is definitely for when you check the podcast out, for you to pull like some gems from it. 'Cause that's what this thing about, man.
Sure.
Being able to pull something to be able to carry you through life. Because I know I had a bunch of things here and there that, that carried me a couple months, carried me a couple years. So it'd be cool if the podcast could do that.
Yeah, shout out to my dog wearing his motherfucking hat today.
Man, I gotta wear my hat, bro. I cut my fro off, bro. I gotta wear the hat for a little bit. But yeah, you feel like the odd man out, don't you? Oh,
Yeah.
look, while I was watching the
I
look,
always wear my hat.
it's true. You don't wear another day,
Yeah.
knucklehead, mom. But yeah, I was looking at it, I was like, man, all 3 of us got a hat on.
Yeah.
And then you came here with no hat. But yeah. Till next time, man.
Till next time, man. Appreciate
Yeah.
you.
Sure.
Yep.